Oh, hello.
Hey, hey, hey.
How's it going? Just
Um,
started.
I'm tired, but I'm always tired. What's new?
Oh, not much, not much. I'm gonna finish. I'm working on H&M Bros episode 3. I'm pretty close, and I'm thinking, well, maybe I can just finish this last scene on stream, and then we can move on to Sonic games. I'm helping. Hey, Timberphone. I'm helping with a friend's video. You cast probably know what I'm talking about, but I'm not sure if anyone
I
else
do, and I think
would.
we should leave it there.
Yeah. I messaged him saying, "Hey, I'm gonna stream. I'm gonna mention I'm helping with a friend's video, but that's as broad as I'm gonna be."
Yeah, I think he kind of wants to keep it a secret, which is not really a secret, but
No, right.
I think we should just.
Yeah. But yeah, gonna just record some Sonic games tonight. Basically just gonna go through Origins and record everything for a while. Like, just not gonna complete any of them, but I'm gonna play like every single one of them for a while. And depending on how long I go, I might continue just doing more Cult of the Lamb. Even
Yeah,
though I'm not
I don't
like
know how long I'm gonna do it for.
I don't know what tonight will entail, but I imagine I can go for a while. Standard Spiny stream got it. Kind of. This is the first time we'll be doing work in After Effects on a stream. I think. Maybe I've done that before, but not
I think
not
you've
to
done it
this
before.
extent. Not to this extent, at
Yeah.
least. Not with all the cameras and lighting. Although I don't know if I'm doing anything too crazy. The first thing we have to do is erase what was done for last episode because Chuck and Howard are not even in the scene. Mailbox stays. The camera animation all needs to be completely turned off. Reset. And I think that's the only animation that would have been left, so I think we're set after that. Just gonna get rid of Chuck and Howard for now because I don't need them. And I'm gonna drag in what I do need, which isn't much, which isn't a lot. But spoilers right here for Stupid H&M Bros episode 3 if you want to
Yeah.
go in blind. This is the opening scene though, so you would only have the opening scene spoiled. I actually did everything but the opening scene first because the opening scene's the only thing I have to do in After Effects. And everything else I could easily do in Premiere. I thought this was going to be a harder one to make, and no, it's actually been the easiest one so far because a lot of it just I didn't have to move the characters around too much. But I did experiment. I did a lot of I played around with audio a lot in this episode. I did some things with I learned some effects of audio and played around with some different aesthetics that I don't normally have in my videos. So I think it'll be an interesting one. The biggest thing that I think stupid H&M Brothers can benefit with is just because of its shitpost nature, I can experiment, and it's okay if the experiment version isn't very good.
Well, I mean,
But I
you
learned something from it. Because
well,
I
it doesn't matter
absolutely
if
want to
it's
use these. Sorry, I absolutely want to use these 3D environments for Spiny, but obviously I just want them better. I do genuinely have issues with After Effects though, because I don't like how I position him like this. I don't actually understand how it works. It just randomly will go in a different direction while I'm still pulling my mouse the same way. It does not make a lot of sense, and
all
it's
I'm
very
saying is that
frustrating.
all I'm saying is that it doesn't matter if it's not good. It takes time to get good. You can't just
I wish I
wake
would have
up and
kept
you
up with my After Effects practice because I was pretty good at it. And then
yeah.
I just stopped doing it for years, and it's like, okay, well now I forget everything. But I mean,
You
I
really,
really the only way to learn After Effects is to use After Effects every day.
I mean, you really didn't have a need though. Like, I
I
mean,
didn't have a project that warranted it, but I wanted to have a project that warranted it.
yeah.
But I just didn't really. Nothing was really for a long time. Nothing was really that fun until I came up with until the idea of doing Spiny. Like Dungeons and Duckies and Blombus Farms on the Duck Brigade were fun to make, but they were also limiting.
Hmm.
Hey, formidable man, welcome. But yeah, I don't know. Like I'm very happy with the project I've got. The projects I've got now, even though I kind of need to get back to fucking work. Because a lot of them are neglected.
I mean, you do go to work regularly every day, so I don't know what you're talking about.
But anyways, we got well, this is a scene where I might actually want to play with the camera a decent bit. I don't know if we're gonna finish this on stream because I don't want to spend too much time on the After Effects shit. But I figured it could just be a easy thing to like communicate with. Luckily, I don't think the lighting was complete shit this time. So 2 seconds might be too long for him to walk to the mailbox. But we'll turn the rotation on. Which rotation is the right one again? I don't know what I'm doing. Okay, it's Z. I want Z. I mean, I could just turn them all on.
Oh no,
just
we're
turn
gonna
everything
crash
on.
the ship. I'm gonna be in bandage. Well, technically, you would be in bandages. Oh no.
Turn Walter. Fucking Christ. You didn't turn at all. And now we turned too much. And where's the fucking... Okay. Let's turn the resolution down to 3rd so it doesn't play so slowly. Okay, well, first of all, that's not supposed to happen. So yeah, let's turn the quality all the way down. So this is somewhat manageable. I don't want to spend too much time on After Effects. The first 2 hours of the stream is just this.
Yeah.
It could be. Very well could be. Wait, no, I don't need to adjust the position.
2 hours? Don't you mean 3?
Okay, Walter move. I'm gonna have to adjust some of this because he's floating. All right. And then he's gonna comment on how there's a letter for him. So I need to bring in the other Walter now. This is harder to do in fucking... I have to copy everything, like... And click on that. I think clicking transform and copy and it will work. Except he's starting a little late. Because I guess that's where I had it on the keyboard, so I need to have it over here and then paste it. Okay, now he'll be synced up properly. So we can just cut him from when he's not speaking. There's got to be a more practical way to do this than I'm doing it.
Michael, there's one interesting thing that I don't think that you acknowledge in our friendship is the fact that I am doing this instead of playing Monster Hunter or Silent Hill.
Yes.
It tells you the dedication that I have for you.
I appreciate that. So then Walter's gonna get the fucking letter, and that's gonna be done in Premiere.
So, stupid fun fact, I don't normally get spooked by games, and I don't. I'm not super spooked by this one, but me and my wife have been playing Silent Hill, like, at night, but, like, at dumbass times at night, like 1 o'clock.
Mm-hmm.
And that game kind of is like a psychological horror to a degree. You saw a short message. So, you know. So we're kind of an idiot. We're playing that game we're playing Silent Hill at like 1 fucking clock at night.
Oh, is this the new Silent Hill? The one that is this the one you showed me?
No.
Oh, okay.
It's a remake, and we'll go through that one if you don't mind. Though the remake
I'm
of
down.
Silent Hill 2. But
I'm down. I gotta finish uploading Mouthwash and I've got like 2 episodes out, then just stopped, but they're pretty easy to make. So I'd also like to re-experience the story because like I did not follow the story that well during our first playthrough. I was very confused about. I could kind of tell.
No, see, a new Monster Hunter came out. Obsessed.
I could tell that there was like characters in the game that I was supposed to not like, but I couldn't tell exactly what they did. But I knew the guy we were playing as was definitely not seen as a good guy. What?
Oh, and mouthwashing?
Yeah.
Okay.
Streams would be less funny without Chris or Cassandra.
Yeah. No, what's funny is that well, no, Chris is dead. They died at the Oscars that I wasn't at. I'm hoping someone made that joke.
I didn't like really set it up that well, but I just while we were recording, I just said, "Oh yeah, Matt, Cassandra wants you to edit her into the in memoriam section." And now I might want to send a message because like we have time, mind you. But I might want to send a message to Matt saying it's actually supposed to be Chris.
Yeah. Anyways, but yeah, no, new Monster Hunter came out, and I've been playing this shit out of that.
Nice.
If you ever want to learn how much of a life I don't have, I should be working on my videos, but instead I've practically beaten half the game.
Right.
So, it's not hard to beat it, but like, you know, and I'm not making a video on it either, so I'm just like, well, fuck, that just kind of, you know, wasted some time. I'm not doing a video this week because Mario Day's coming up, and I think my viewers are going to think I'm a Mario channel for how much fucking Mario I'm uploading this year.
You are uploading a lot of dang Mario.
Mm-hmm.
Better look for my letter. PNG. I've downloaded too much shit in the last week. It's hard to find fucking anything now. I need to get rid of I need to like cleanse my computer.
You know, Spidey's dad would be very proud of me, and that would be I'd replace Spidey in the family if he knew.
Yeah, probably.
I mean, I practically am at this point. I mean, how many Mario videos have I done altogether? Holy shit.
2.
Sure.
I have to add the fucking pitch effect to the Bowser sound. To the Bowser voice. Which is a joke that doesn't make sense, but hey.
Who cares?
I do very little pitch shift. I have a pretty deep voice already, but I'm just like, one on the pitch shift, so it just sounds a little better.
A letter for me?
Alright, so he has to very quickly...
A letter for me?
I have 12 Mario videos altogether.
12. I almost jokingly said 12 before I switched to 2. Because I realized that 12 wasn't really a joke answer and was probably like right.
How is everybody?
So I should have just shut up.
I'm tired.
I'm okay.
I love how you almost got it on the money, though. If you said it, you would have been surprisingly right. That would have been hilarious.
But yeah, not much is going on. Just editing stupid H&M Brothers. Trying to get a decent chunk. Trying to get a decent chunk of this work done. Because this episode could be released soon, and I need to work on a real video now.
This is a real video.
But like I need to work on Last Call. I need to work on the next web show retrospective video, which isn't really a web show, but it's just web retrospective. But I'm having a hard time. I'm just having a hard time getting started with that's where I'm at right now. I'm having a hard time starting. And once they're started, I'll be able to get through it a lot easier. But it's just there's so much fucking work ahead of me on both of those videos where I'm just like, fuck, it's just intimidating. Just looking at this, like looking at what I want to do. It's like, this is gonna take so fucking long, and I'm at the fucking start. But I gotta remember, I gotta remind myself that it can be fun to do this. And if I'm not having fun, then I need to find a way to make it fun.
Cartoon Buffoon says, "Greetings, Mitzi."
Greetings.
So now I just need the fucking text. I can probably just pull the same font from a previous episode. So I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do that. I am not gonna stream production on this episode for too long because I do want to move on to something else. I just figured maybe it won't take too long, and if it's clear that it is gonna take too long, I'm gonna switch. But here I'm just copying this text so I can have the same font without having to remember which font it was. And now I need to just go to Google Docs and copy and paste. This is so interesting. We're copy and paste in text. We're looking at still images. Like, this is the dream stream. But Monster Hunter, so it's been a good one. It's been fun.
Yeah.
That's good. I've never played a Monster Hunter game, but I might enjoy it if I did. They're pretty difficult, aren't they?
You're asking the wrong person. It's gotten easier over time, right? Like, they've gotten more accessible, so I would say no, but I think, I don't know. It's really, I think you could handle it, right? Mm-hmm. Like, I think most people can, like, do it. You know, I just don't think people. It's one of those games that, like, the difficulty isn't the issue, it's do you give a shit, right?
I got you. So let's see if I read this right, because whenever I do the fucking bras, I just try to, like, actually do it one line at a time. So let's see if editing me can tell where voice recorded me was starting and stopping. I think this line is supposed to be, "What on earth are you doing over there?" And I'm going to have to make it smaller or make it 2 lines. I think we're going to go for 2 lines. I don't know why I have to keep undoing this every time too, because I should have been able to just do it once, but I'm going to also separate the gap in between those two a bit. Probably just because the exclamation mark and question mark are a bit too intrusive there. This isn't actually a great font to use I just like the way it looks, but it's inconvenient. It's inconvenient. What on earth are you doing? It's still interacting with the Y. Fuck you!
Damn.
I see you. I see what you're doing. There we go.
What am I doing?
Not you.
Oh.
The computer. Okay. So I love how it's just going to go back to, hey guys, at the start of each one.
Well, for your information, I'm watching Todd of the Shadows while I wait for you to play a game.
I like Todd in the Shadows. I don't watch him that much, but I've watched, like, videos from him that are, like, 2 hours long, so he's interested enough to keep my attention that long.
I don't watch any of his podcast stuff, but I've watched just, like, his, you know...
It wasn't a
Train
podcast.
records.
It was kind of... He did a video that was kind of a follow-up to H-Bomber Guy's video
Okay. Yeah, no, I didn't
on
watch
plagiarism. And it was... It's definitely not feel-good content, you know, but it was interesting to listen to. Where's my brother? And when we introduce Saul into the series eventually, like, the Bowser voice is not even going to be acknowledged. He's just going to talk like a regular person. This is a stupid Mario Brothers, like, reference exclusively, and it's going to make no sense to fucking anyone else, but neither is the entirety of the first episode.
True.
This is a very much I am making something that I'm only me and a few people are going to find funny, and I don't care. Where's the pig fucker? It's a great line.
Damn.
And here, this is like our Waluigi introduction equivalents. How Stupid Mario Bros. Introduced Waluigi when Wario was fucking up. Well, this is Walter getting someone sent to him. Fuck you. That shouldn't be so sensitive. That's annoying. Somebody talk about someone before this becomes the most boring stream of all time. There were no takers. Okay, I think I read my timing on the voice right. Maybe not. Maybe it's slightly off. And I think that last piece of audio is going to be Walter. Okay, it is.
How's the Tomodachi Life original going?
Fun so far. I haven't played it for the last few days, but I've enjoyed it. It's just fun seeing the differences between the two. Obviously, not being able to understand what they're saying is making it a little bit more difficult, but not, I think because of how familiar I am with the original, it actually hasn't been that difficult. I, for the most part, know what they're saying. I think the only like change and like that, like, I think they've made a lot of really good quality of life changes from like the first one to the second one. I think the only one that I think is like kind of a necessity that I'm really glad they changed is originally, like, you know, the different icons on the houses, how there was one for they have a problem, there was one for they want to be friends with someone, or having problems with a friend, and then there was the heart one. Where this one, it's all just the problem icon, and it's like, oh god, it's like you literally have to go through every single one of them now to see which, like, if someone has a heart, you have to, like, because whenever you were playing the game on the 3DS, it's like, oh, you're going to go for the friendship and heart ones before you go for the regular problems because they're more interesting. Now it's like, no, you have to check every single one of them. So I'm really glad they changed that in the follow-up game. I think it's interesting. Like, the songs are all different that they sing, and that's kind of, so it's interesting to hear them. Most of the music in the game is different. I posted like a huge fucking list of just changes I noticed on like day one of playing it, and it's been fun just for that. But I might do a video on that. I might do a video on it. I don't know.
I think you should. I completely miss Tomodachi Life, and in all honesty, it's a game that definitely is not for me. But I'm madly confused on how Nintendo made like 2.5 games around this concept and just haven't made a third one, or just ported the 3DS one. Like, it confuses me because it's not like I don't know. It's you can't tell me that it wasn't like, because I swear Tomodachi Life was popular, right? Like, that's a game that did well. I know a lot of people that had it. That doesn't mean it did great. That just might mean that, like, I know the niche, I guess. But like,
I think people really liked the game. Yeah, I mean, I think it sold well, and I think that's part of the reason why Miitopia came out, even though they are different. It does.
Look into this, but yeah,
it does feel like it was kind of a, let's take the same idea of your Mii's interacting with this world, but now it's like more of a RPG instead.
Because, like, I hear people, like, scream for Tomodachi Life all the frickin' time. So, like, it had to have done somewhat well, right?
No, for sure.
Like, I definitely, there's controversy, okay? That's not even a controversy, okay.
There's controversy? Wait, what?
I'm not gonna talk about it on... I'm not talking about it on stream. You can look it up. I'll talk to you guys about it personally, but it's a thing that I do not want to bring up because I can see where people would say it's a controversy, but it's not really a controversy, and I don't want to open it up here.
Okay.
Okay. Chris, you're a lot more reserved than I am. If I heard about like controversy or drama or anything, I'm just gonna be like, I'm just gonna bring it up. I'm just gonna talk about it openly, 100%. You have a lot more restraint than I do.
Well, see, the thing is, as a person that definitely likes being on the internet. I definitely like to try to keep our personal lives separate, and I feel like that's something that I definitely talk to you guys about, but I don't want anything to come back and be like, oh, you said this, and like, it's just the way people are. I just do not want people to take something that I've said out of context, especially if it comes to a controversy, and I do not think that it's a controversy whatsoever. I can see why it's upsetting, and I can see why it's nothing bad. It's just like, yeah, it's something that we talk about regularly, and I cannot tell you how much. Oh nope, this game sold a decent amount of copies. Yeah, no.
I'm just saying you have far more self-preservation and restraint than I do.
In the world we live in, I need to have that self-preservation.
I'm a fucking yapper.
No, I'm a
I don't
yapper
care.
too. I'm definitely a yapper too. I am way more aware that there's eyes everywhere. I'm more paranoid.
I've been trying to watch it a little bit more lately, just because I mean I've talked about this on stream already. Don't really need to get into it again. Just it is the first time that I am aware that, like, okay, there are actually people hearing what I'm saying now. It is not like the old days of Duckcast where I could kind of just say whatever I wanted and no one was ever going to hear it, you know?
Ignorance is the only thing keeping me from just saying anything. Like, if I know about a controversy, if I know about a piece of drama and it's brought up, I'm like, I will say whatever I want about it. And it's just like, I am always right, actually. I fear nothing. I fear no God. I see.
Yeah, I mean, you're allowed to be like that. That's not, yeah, I mean, I think it's fine to be, I mean, honest to God, I'm all for being, like, open and honest about how you feel about something when it comes up. But I understand, like, there being, like, a time and a place for it, though.
So here's the issue with that for me, is that I've been wrong too many times because people are nasty bitches that do not tell you the full story.
No, that's 100% true.
So that's why, unless I can know for sure the whole damn story, I'm not gonna say shit until I know everything, because, like, I've been wrong, and sometimes when you're that wrong, you hurt people, and I've done it before. Never again. Never doing that again. I like to get the full story. If we're in too many situations where I have actually, like, controversy with celebrities, it doesn't do that, but with actual people. Not saying celebrities aren't people. I'm just saying, like, with people that I know, there's, like, an issue. I'd rather, like, to, like, know everything instead of, like...
Right. Well, I mean, yeah, if it's, like, a big controversy and I don't really know what I'm talking about, I'm just not going to talk about it. But I know what you guys are talking about. Like, I don't really...
Also, another thing is we're on stream, and I also don't know how comfortable... Because we do have people that are watching.
Wait, is it a controversy about Tomodachi Life? Is that what we're talking about?
Yeah.
And the biggest controversy I can see is that they don't let you be gay in that game, and that's it.
There's, like, smaller ones, but, like...
Tomodachi Life too, and we're fine. We're
There's smaller ones, and even then, like, that's one of the controversies, and I'll say this here, I don't think that's really a controversy. I think that, like... I think it's an issue. It's an issue, but it's a bummer, and it's one of those weird ones that's like, you could have patched that out, right? Like,
yeah. No.
You could have totally patched that out.
But it's like, that's the biggest thing I can think. That's, like, the worst of it, and even then, it's not really that bad. It's just sucks.
There's not that many controversies, and like I said, none of them are, like... none of them are big ones, and none of them matter. But, I think that, like, when I say none of them matter, and this is why I didn't want to talk about it, is because here's the thing. Of course, if I say, because this isn't even the controversy I'm talking about, there's, like, one lesser one that's, like, whatever. But, I feel like, obviously, I think it's an issue, and I think that it's, like, I don't know why they did that. And I just don't think it's a controversy in the same way. I think it's stupid, and I don't get it.
Yeah. No, I mean, I agree.
Because it's like, the thing that's funny about it is that, like, people get around it anyway, so it's like, just let it
Yeah.
happen.
Yeah, no, people find loopholes. They find ways to do it anyway. So it's
With
just
that
like,
being said, would it be Tomodachi Life 3 technically?
bitch.
3,
Hold
I
on.
get maybe.
Because like, we
I don't
pulled
It would be the
fucking
third
Earthbound
game
on
of
that
this.
one.
It'd be the third game of the series, objectively. Now, I don't think people would refer to it as Tomodachi Life 3 because I think most people are just familiar with the second one, and if they are familiar with the first one, a lot of them might kind of count them as the same game.
No,
I would argue they're different enough to not be the same game, but they're very similar.
They are, but I think that's kind of like the Mother Earthbound situation of where, like, yeah, just because America didn't, or just because the rest of the world didn't get it, doesn't mean that, like, the third game isn't the third game. Like, we just didn't get the first one localized.
I think if they were going to make another Tomodachi Life, they would give it like a
But also-
subtitle rather than a number.
You can just change
Yeah,
that up
probably.
based on region.
Like call it Tomodachi World or something.
Whatever. It doesn't really matter to me what it's called. I just care that it gets made.
I think that they probably would call it, like what Matt said, Tomodachi World or something.
Tomodachi World is actually a completely reasonable thing for them to call the next game.
Yeah.
My biggest request for like a Tomodachi Life 2 or 3 or whatever
Is it to happen?
well, okay, for it to happen, but also let me work on it. Let me design this game, because what you should have is more options for houses and more options for outfits. You should be allowed to like pick different like tops and bottoms and stuff separately instead of like having like the whole outfit. You should also be allowed to
You should be allowed to build a prison.
yes,
You
have to, like rearrange different pieces of furniture in the house instead of having these
should be able to dance. You should be able to walk. You should be able to rearrange furniture.
Yes, dancing, walking, rearranging furniture. You should also be able to like preset relationships so that like if I make my parents into Tomodachi Life, right? Or like other family members, I don't want my dad to try and get with my aunt, you know?
If you make all of those characters related to you, they won't do that.
Yeah.
There's like that's what the relationship thing is set there for, and it kind of like so like if there's any characters where you don't want them to get into relationships with specific characters, you just make them related to you, and that like disables anyone else that's also related to you. Unless it's like I think if you make one the mom and one I don't know though, because if you make two of them a parent, I don't think it tells you to specify which one, so they're probably not able to hook up then. It's not a flawless system.
I feel like
Yeah.
just make
you
a
should be able
family
to
tree. Just make a family
Yeah,
tree.
you should be able to like preset if they're like married or in a relationship or whatever. And have it be specific, have it be specified. If you're going to like make it like, okay, these characters are related to each other. How are they related to each other? Let's make this more specific.
I mean, the main thing I want is
I
gay
also think there needs to
relationship.
be more mini games.
Yeah.
This is also my criticism with Animal Crossing New Horizons, is that not enough mini games. There needs to be more mini games. Where are my mini games?
I think the rewards for the game can be better.
Fun having you.
I needed those. I needed those to live. Why did you do that?
I'm not sure.
So those would be my main design choice requests, is like make it so there's more freedom with how you design the outfits, make it so you have more freedom with how you design their rooms, their apartments, their houses, whatever. And make
I love
it
that
so
there's
that
two
it has more
Walters.
mini games.
There'll only be one soon. One of them's gonna die. Oh no, he's the tiny Walt. There we go.
Tiny Walt is dead.
How's it feel to
Walker
know?
Jr.
How's it feel to know that Tomodachi Life and Earthbound are in the same goddamn predicament, where there's no reason why they're not out, but they're not.
It feels bad, man. It feels bad.
And then we got good old Jesse here.
Like I think I'm openly have given up on like Earthbound anything.
I think often how you know, if you're into film, you can find basically any movie, unless it's like hella obscure or just like Lost. You can get like any movie like on Blu-ray with like a nice selection of bonus features even. But then like video games, it's like, oh please, can we play this classic game? No.
Fuck you! That's Nintendo.
No, you're not allowed to play any of the Earthbound games.
How dare you?
So you can play all of the Earthbound games. We'll give you the crappy original one, which is fine, but it's a pain in the ass to play. And you can have the Super Nintendo one. Oh, you have the Game Boy, you know, Advanced on your, you know, console. Can we play 3? No. Oh, but it's localized, and it's localized very well. No, we're not. No. No, fuck you. No. Oh, and by the way, we're gonna open a museum for a couple of months, acknowledging Earthbound and selling plushies. Please come to that. Are you gonna make a new game too? Huh.
Fuck you. That's how they
You'd like that,
respond.
wouldn't you?
Oh,
And by
fuck
the way,
you.
we're gonna kill some, and we're gonna kill the fan games too. We're not making any games. We're gonna kill the fan games. We're gonna make sure that like you play the obsolete version of Earthbound.
Nintendo loves to fucking edge people.
Oh man, hey, you guys hired Toby Fox for like an Earthbound project. It's a comic. It's like 2 pages. Oh. Okay.
No, I fucked up. I hate After Effects for this reason. There's so many different fucking layers, and then I accidentally delete something that I still needed.
I barely fucking understand After Effects. I used After Effects like once.
I was like, okay, I need Jesse to walk in once the camera pans. I forgot that I had a separate Jesse over there that was at a different angle that I needed him at. So now I only have this Jesse, and it ruined fucking everything, because now he's not going to be positioned the same way that Jesse is. There's going to be a fucking jump cut, but I don't remember what I had him at, and I'm not redoing all of that, so yeah, there's just going to be a fucking jump cut. Oh, god damn it. I'm so fucking mad at myself for doing that. That just fucked everything up. I mean, I can compare and contrast a little bit. He definitely was not... He was able to be further back without being covered by shadows before, so something's wrong here. We go to Premiere. What did that shot look like? Oh, yeah, come on. No, he was able to be out of the shadow. Like, being in the shadow didn't immediately make his body black before. What the fuck? He got a different angle then.
They're racist.
They're racist.
I do think it's funny that you put all this effort into doing the opening in After Effects, and then the rest of the show is just like PNGs and a
Yeah, I mean, this is kind of like practice for like what I want to do with Spiny eventually. Like the rest of this whole show is kind of like, all right, these are ideas I want to do, but I need to practice them first. So let's do a shitty version. And then, yeah, because I play around with a lot of audio. There's honestly some other effects I play around with in this episode, like mostly audio-based effects, but yeah, there's some fun things I toy around with in this one.
Hey, Michael, I have a song for you.
Sure. What's it called?
It goes like this.
No, I have a song for you. I sent it to you. I know nothing about the show, but around the 2-minute mark is how you feel about After Effects.
Oh, hey, look, there's other Jesse walking in. Alright, so we need to sync these two up better, and it's not
How the
okay.
fuck old is Bill Murray?
I don't know. Like old.
Jesus Christ! He's not that old. It's just, you know.
What a fucking geezer.
He's not old, but he. Oh boy. No, he's old. Okay, never mind. Man, Jesus Christ. The thing that sucks about getting old the most is not the fact that, like, you're getting old, it's the fact the world's moving around you.
45.
And, like, all your celebrities are getting old. Which makes you realize you're getting old. So it's like this never-ending cycle. And then now I'm at that point of, like, oh, which person's dead now? Like, I know it sounds depressing, but, like...
I think I've got everything I need out of this one now. Except for the fact that Jesse is not positioned the same way anymore. He's definitely off, but we'll see if I can do something to trick it. We also get to now watch the scene play out normally to see if anything, like we get to see it render to see if there's anything that happened, a single mistake we made that fucked the entire thing up. That's always my favorite part.
We get to watch Michael's artwork.
Let's see if the render, or maybe After Effects will just crash, and that'll be fun too. Very zoomed in. Alright, yep, camera goes around.
Yeah, that's the best part.
So far, so good.
Yeah, I did like a force lightning effect in After, and that's like all I've ever done with After Effects.
I used to be able to do some pretty cool stuff in it, and then I stopped like doing it every day. And that's the thing with After Effects, I really do. There's some great tutorials, but honestly, I think the best thing with it is just if you use it every day, you'll figure it out.
Yeah,
And I did use After Effects every single day.
I'm sure with some effort I could figure it out.
It really isn't. Yeah, it really isn't hard. Jeffy, what?
Is that your Jesse?
Oh
Or is it
yeah,
supposed to be somebody else.
that's Jesse.
Okay.
I thought you were asking if it was like Jeffy from like Super Mario Logan or whatever that shit is.
I swear to God.
Oh, I was hoping we'd hold.
I am pretty good at making
Just
Premiere do what I want.
What's
Like,
up?
pretty much any effect I have ever wanted to do, I figured out how to do it in
What
Premiere.
is up?
Here, I'm gonna switch over to Adobe Premiere. We almost have a fucking major spoiler showing up, Matt, so just be cautious.
Bitch. Oh, I was.
Doylan.
Here, Matt, if you promise to look away, I want to show Mitzi and Cassandra what the spoiler is. And then and chat, I guess, look away for a few seconds too. Here's the warning. 3, 2, 1. And now we're back. Anyway.
Okay.
Was. Bitch. Oh. Stop, bitch.
Alright, so the camera needs to, the audio needs to... I did not plan for the camera turn initially.
I like the way they're flat characters in 3D.
Yeah, it's like Paper Mario. I would like to do stuff with that for like actual spiny videos, but like more effort than this. Like actually have like a full blown background because the camera tools and lighting tools, more effort. Like something that's like really like fully completed. Like there's actually like different layers to it. But I need to. I think the first big one I'm gonna do is gonna be a set that I have planned for Year of the Hedgehog 3, and it will only be. I'm only gonna use the 3D in one scene. But it's a scene. But I want it to be like. I want it to look really nice, and I don't know if I'll be able to, but I'll at least be able to. I'll at least be able to try. Let's see. I'm curious. What's the process of these? Like, do you storyboard, record audio, then do this, or do you just get a rough idea what you want, write a script, and animate it after you record audio? When everyone from your childhood are in their 60s, 70s, etc. Oh, okay. Yeah. My process with Stupid H&M Brothers is I write the script really quickly, I record the whole thing, and then I just kind of do the visuals as I go. And that's not far off of how Last Call goes with Spiny Norman, although Spiny Norman, there's definitely, like, the scripting just takes longer because I'll think about stuff more. I way more frequently scrap scripts for Spiny stuff because I won't like it and I want to start again and try something different. But Stupid H&M Brothers, I did scrap one episode so far, but mostly I just write it down. I'm like, okay, yeah, this is good. this is what this show needs to be. But yeah, I normally it's write, record, then do all the visuals. I'd say that's pretty accurate with all of them. If it's something like the holiday special, where a lot of it's like based on what we actually said in a recording, it's a little different, but still recording first, then visuals next. So yeah, I don't storyboard anything. Cassandra and Olivia had storyboards for the adventure episode, though. Didn't you?
You don't have it. Yeah, I'll send those to you too. We didn't cut them up. Well, we wanted to send you the straight up storyboards. It's not going to be the last time we do it either. Me and Olivia are planning on doing more elaborate things, and we like to storyboard, and that's really it. Like,
if I was ever going to do
storyboarding is the way to go.
If I was ever going to do a full animation, I would definitely storyboard it first. But with the way Spiny is, it's just like I'm okay with just kind of setting up a scene and then changing the expressions. Like, I'd say, like, setting up a scene can take a minute.
I really like finding stuff in the edit. Like, I figure out my videos while I'm editing.
Yeah. I like that process too.
No, we definitely get it because we don't do that normally. But like, for like stuff like Spiny and eventually Stuart, we don't have the luxury to always just film it, right? Because like you and Stuart do not show up on like camera normally. Like you personally are fine with it, but like with stuff like Spiny or Stuart, we kind of have to, if we're gonna do a big scene, storyboard it because like you know.
Yeah.
Let's hope.
Oh, fuck off.
Oh. I was. Oh. Oh.
I'm not much into storyboarding most of the things I write, unless it's like really elaborate. Like an action scene or a musical number might require some storyboarding. But if it's just characters talking, I'm like, nah, just set up the camera.
Yeah, no, it's just for, like, I guess if I can talk about this ending Spiny scene, the reason why we did it is because we wanted a very, like, we wanted to know what angles we were going for. We did change it up. Multiple things were changed at the ending. So, you know, also we had a background, too. Like, we wanted a sunset, so we had to, like,
hold off on having.
we had to kind of like put how close we were, what the ground would look like, you know. So, because there's like a lot. I know it doesn't look like it, but there's a lot of pieces in that storyboard.
You here for just a.
That's not copied, right?
Bed. Just a.
Fucking come on.
I think the
hate
other
my
problem
computer.
is. I think the other problem is with storyboarding is it's also just kind of like what me and Olivia are used to. It's just a standard.
Mm-hmm.
You got
Like animation projects, and we've I can legally say it now. I'm not going to say what for, but we've legally worked on projects very similar to actual animation, so it's just second nature. Right?
gotta
Like,
give the
it's
pay for
you know,
what they want,
storyboarding is
bitch.
second nature.
Oh wow, the timing on that was perfect. I don't even have to cut that. Yeah, I mean, I think that storyboarding's great. I mean, I think that, honestly, I think some people make stuff that's entertaining just out of animatics. There's a lot of people who do that on YouTube now, where they just storyboard and do an animatic of a scene, and for them, it's like, hey, it'd be cool if this could be animated one day, but not today, and they just release it like that, and it's like, yeah, those are fun to watch sometimes. I think that, I mean, to some extent, Spiny is kind of like a storyboard. It's only not a storyboard because I release it as the finalized thing, but I mean, you know, the Spiny characters are put into position and their expressions change and their movements change, but it's not really animated. Very little in Spiny is actually animated. Honest to God, this stupid H&M Brothers stuff has more animation in it. It just doesn't have more expression changes, so Spiny's still harder. The closest thing I got to like real animation in Spiny was the Year of the Hedgehog 2 last year, when like Spiny was like in his like drunkest and most fucked up form. He like had constant movement because I wanted him to look. I felt like a still image wouldn't have worked as well there.
And if you don't ever mind, if you want help with animation for Spiny, Olivia and I can definitely do it, because like I said,
I think it'd be cool to have. I think it'd be cool to have some like legitimate animation in this series at times. And that's another reason I kind of want to do these 3D sets more, is because it actually could help, like, make the shots look more lively, and I could actually, like, do a little bit more animation with the camera. It'd be, like, something closer to what, like, South Park does, but actually closer to South Park or Duralius and Associates, where it's like, yeah, it's still this cheap-looking animation, but it is actually animated.
Animation's animation, regardless.
I think what Duralius does and what South Park does, like I don't mind watching that, so I'm okay with that. Hell, I mean, while we're at it, like fucking inspiration for both myself and South Park, Monty Python, their animations. Mm-hmm. When everyone from your childhood in their 60s, 70s, etc., it's kind of something you just gotta accept. At least one person you really liked. Yeah, it's gonna keep happening now that we're at an age now too. Yeah. Like when we were younger, we were like probably didn't like really know a lot of celebrities or people we watched by name. Like you probably did not know who the guy who voiced SpongeBob's name was, but now you do. No. But it's kind of like it's gonna every single year you're gonna notice someone. Obviously Gene Hackman was a big one, which I don't think dying at 95 sounds that doesn't sound bad at all to me, but the way it happened is definitely alarming.
It is insane to die of mysterious circumstances at age 95.
Right, and it wasn't just him. That's like the worst part. That was like his family went out with him.
That's madly unfortunate.
Yeah. Oh, like we can talk about something a little bit more positive now. My bad.
Go back to animation, but I think the thing is, like, if you ever
what they want, bitch.
I don't know why you don't let us do. I mean, to be fair, your animation isn't it's not easy to do for a whole channel.
I'm not sure if anyone wanted a single episode.
You know, it's hard to like, because for Nostalgia Goggles and Out of Ink, if we had the time, we probably would make them more animated, but like it's just we don't. You know, the like I guess we could. But I don't want to ask Olivia to do more than what she already does, because she does do a lot from this, you know. Plus, we do stuff. We're still working on stuff behind the scenes too, so it's kind of hard to be like, hey, let's animate this shit constantly. So,
Cass, you're always so like professional and confident. I don't know how to pull that out of myself. I'm like,
fake it till you make it, baby.
Like you're so confident about like all of your projects and like.
Why isn't that important to the project? What?
If I did something,
I put it in here. That makes sense. Sorry.
So why bother?
The problem is that like whatever you're gonna make is gonna be great regardless. So I think you should just like not just do it, because that's not possible. It takes work and shit. But I think it's going to be worth it to see whatever you create, whatever you do, because knowing you and knowing your creative process, you're already astounding. So why not just, you know, go.
What?
You were saying?
Sorry, finish what you were saying. I'm being a jerk.
So I feel like regardless, like you're gonna do whatever you want to do in the creative space or non-creative space, you're gonna do amazing.
It's not. Oh no, I mean you commented on it because we commented on it too, Buffoon. You're good. The thing I was gonna say too. I don't know like if this is like gonna be a comforting thing to hear or not, but to me it is. So I'm gonna say it. Like I will also say. Sometimes if you like look at something that you just made and you look at it like very negatively, you can't always trust that because I've had the projects that I was just tired of looking at, and then I look back at them a few years later and I'm like, oh god, I missed that. Why? What? It was so cool when I was doing that. Why am I not doing that anymore? Like you'll have that happen. Honestly, I have that with like Mako and Zatch. I got so tired of working on that series that I literally like handed the Oscars over to Matt. And then I started watching those episodes again. I'm like, oh, this was really neat. And that's why I like re-uploaded the one to Spiny a few months ago. And then I'm like, oh, I might do more of these like for Spiny videos because I fucking missed that because that was so cool. So you will have that like happen with stuff that you work on too, that you'll look at it and be like, what the fuck is this? And then you'll look back at it a few years later saying, what the fuck is this?
Just also like cool to have shit just exists too, right? Like the tangible is always what makes it great because like at least you can say I did it.
Got 3.
Even if it's something that's small, right? Like even if you just drew it, that's still farther than most people get.
Guys, I have to shout a line. And I didn't do it up to this point because I didn't want to shout with like people around, but there are people around, so I'm just gonna do it anyway, but I'm gonna feel a little less awkward doing it since I'm on a stream and you guys are here. But I'm about to shout "oh fuck" into my microphone as if I'm about to crash a car.
Please don't disturb your house.
Cass, I will be like I'm gonna do this take like 8 more times every time you tell me not to disturb my house. Alright, hold on.
Michael's parents come in and they're like,
oh fuck! Alright.
Your dad's gonna bust down the door and be like, take that thing off the internet.
Take that goddamn thing off the internet. I'm working on it.
Working on it.
I am doing it. Did I compress that twice? I don't know. Oh fuck!
I will tell you, Michael, my favorite joke from the last episode of Stupid H&M Brothers was when Howard was just a PNG. Yeah, like an actual picture of him.
Well, I was showing Cassandra some of the episode as I was making it, and Cass started laughing hysterically with the live action Howard, but not because the live action Howard, but because the very cartoonish Chuck walked in right behind him. But I appreciate hearing what your favorite joke was. I was happy with the second one. I liked this third one too, but this third one's like such nonsense, like more nonsense than the first two.
Like your Howard is so kind of goofy, and then when it's suddenly the action, like when he gets serious, he becomes really Howard.
What's so funny about it too is those posters, though, because that's just taken from like the promotional posters for different seasons, and Howard looks so fucking like edgy on them.
Ominous.
And he is like the least edgy character out of both shows. Like he is, there is like not anything. He is like such a calm character. He's kind of a douche in season 2, but
I think the thing that's funny about that is like it's just the whole scene. Like, cause like you hold on, let me rewatch it to like make sure what I'm saying is like correct. So give me like a couple seconds.
I'm very close to showing. I'm very close to showing spoilers, just as a heads up, because there's something I'm gonna have to make here. This episode introduces 2 Breaking Bad, Better Call Saul characters into this world. That being Jesse and Kim.
hold on. So the reason why, and I know that I'm explaining a joke, but the reason why I find it fucking funny is not just the fact that you use the PNG. It's the fact that you faded. Like, it's not that Chuck walks in. It's the fact that Chuck is like blurry at first, right? Comes into frame and it's still like, you could have made him a PNG too, and that would have been hilarious. But he's still his cartoony ass self.
Yeah.
Next to the realistic Howard.
So I gotta. I appreciate that the joke was appreciated. My favorite joke in that episode, I don't know. Honest to God, I laugh whenever the shit that makes me laugh the hardest is when it cuts to live action shots.
I think what's really funny, yeah, no,
Walter throwing the pizza and whatnot.
What's funny is the joke "I'm better than you" is now showing up in an Olivia's video.
Better than you.
Not only did we do it as Eggman, Olivia's doing it as a comic book character. Because there's, because like that's how Batman is in the comic she's talking about. So now we're redrawing that again, but like. I don't know.
Looking
why
up
that
what would
joke
be.
fucking...
Want to find out how, listen to someone talk about what would be a good way to do reverb in a car. I absolutely could do a practical version, just go actually record in the car and leave the camera outside of the car, but I don't want to do that. I want to do it in post, like a real artist. Alright, let's see what this guy has to say.
But it is not the same car. Let's not get too hung up on that. Let's quickly set up the...
Alright.
Let's do it quickly.
Alright, a minute and 17 seconds in and he still hasn't explained
only
it.
put the bus and try to make it look like music is playing in the car, but only the bus is reflected outside. So we also need to separate the music. So we need to separate the line with the clips on top.
Man, I just want to know how you
Exactly.
make the sound
When I turn
muffled.
this on, I will be get the razor tool, shortcut C. When I click on that, I'll cut it.
Yeah, this is a nice person. He's just trying to help out, but he's explaining the obvious shit right now. Come on, give me what I need specifically. Paramedic. Okay, so it is gonna be the fucking equalizer. I thought so, but I was hoping it wouldn't be. I was hoping there was just gonna be some fucking preset I could put on it. But there is not.
We will make some edits in the effect controls panel about the effect we have added. Again, if
Alright.
you don't see the effects control panel, you need to check
Okay,
the
I see the
control
effects.
option
I
under
this is for people who've never touched this
window.
program
After
before.
selecting the sound, I direct the effect to. You will see the parametric equalizer option here. Below
Yep.
this, you will usually see these options when adding sound effects.
Oh,
You will see
I'm gonna keep skipping and then I'm gonna accidentally skip past something I actually need to see.
and select the low pass option. When I select low pass,
Generic low pass. Okay, there we go. Now here's actually something I can do. Alright, generic low pass. I did it. I'm an editor. Alright, show me something
you will
else.
see just a dot. When you direct this dot here towards the center, now listen to
Okay.
the sound.
Alright, I'll drag it towards the center then. And listen to the sound. That actually kind of worked already. The video's not over yet. That's alright. This guy rocks. This guy, he gets a like from me.
And you will understand the difference very well. That's
Michael, are you ever gonna play
you can see.
Frogger 2?
Yeah.
Revenge?
There was a
I want to. Really badly, actually.
You know, I might actually go out and buy the game
This point
for next time you come by or next time we all meet up.
Do you have a PlayStation 1?
I think
Are you fucking serious?
the low pass logic.
Mm-hmm.
Going to apply the step to complete the clip. So we will apply it to this one as well.
Like, I mean, I hate to be a dick, but yeah.
Alright, there we go.
I will probably play it on the PS2 though, just because, or like the PS3. Only because it's like. Oh fuck! because it's easier to record from.
Oh, I'm a fucking psychopath. I'm sorry.
I mean, I knew that.
there's something wrong with me.
Yeah, I mean, you're talking to me, and so yeah, of course.
Alrighty, let's we need to get all of our characters in this position. Except I don't want Walter to be speaking no more. Walter's not allowed to talk anymore. Jesse can't talk anymore either. All of them are losing all their movement up to this point. Camera's losing all of its movement up to this point. I don't think Walter has moved. Get that Walter. Oh, is Jesse gone entirely? He wasn't supposed to be gone. Oh wait, that's right. Okay. So that works. Then we just need to bring in our car. Our hyper-realistic car. Make it go the other way. Make it a... Wait, no, it's they're all selected. They're going to all be 3D models. 3D model. It's going to crash into the mailbox and kill the mailbox bit. So it needs to be in front of Walter and then... But not so in front that it's covered by shadows. And now we can make it bigger again. Not smaller. Why are you doing this to me? Alright, a little smaller than that. A little bigger than that. Having a hard time balancing this. Alright, that should be fine. Turn on the cast shadows. And give it some motion blur. Turn all of our keyframes on. And I think about 1.5 seconds is long enough for that to crash. And for it to look somewhat natural. Fuck you. Fuck you. And the motion blur seems to be doing its job well. It looks like it's about to fucking murder Walter White. You know what I need to do, though? To make this a little better. I need to edit Kim into the car. After this shot, I'm going to call it on this, and we'll switch over to the games, because it will take me a while to do these last few shots. Not too long, but I think we've been on it long enough. And I gotta get that. I do need to get that footage for the other thing. I have Kim, the speaking Kim, since she's gonna be screaming, "Ah, fuck." fuck. All right. She's kind of in the car now. Now you see, I want to replace the other one. So is it replaced now? No, see, you didn't replace it. You were supposed to fucking replace it. What type of file did I download? It should have been a PNG, so saving it as a PNG should have gotten rid of it. Where did you fucking put it?
Did you guys hear Plankton has a movie now?
Yeah.
Yeah, it got leaked.
It got leaked. I didn't know
Like
that. I just knew that it existed.
Their last two movies both got leaked in their entirety.
Yeah. This one was kind of nasty because like they announced the trailer and then the person was like, "Nope, movie today."
We're gonna do a movie now.
Yeah.
We're gonna have a movie now, please. Thank you.
Like I don't know about the other one's leak, but that one was funny.
Yeah.
I keep not switching over to fucking the right thing in OBS. I'm sorry.
I mean, it's all right, but I mean, it sucks, right? That it got leaked for the people that worked on it, but like, you know, it's kind of funny that somebody I don't even know how the hell that happened.
Who the fuck is fucking up for that to keep happening though? Because it's not like that's happening to. It's not like that's happening to every studio now. It's not like it's unavoidable. It's.
I mean, imagine like that being like Michael's like, hey, I'm gonna put a trailer for TV show dinners, and I'm like, TV show dinners, wow, TV show movies, and I'm like, haha, no, I'm uploading it today. Take that, bitch. Sounds like a great April Fool's Day, actually, an episode of where like we announce a video, but like somebody else steals it.
Someone leaks it.
And uploads it to their channel.
Yeah.
Like Spiny Norman, TV.
It'd be great.
Leak.
I think it'd be even better if it was Matt. Like Matt has a Spiny Norman video on his channel.
I kind of wonder how much your guys' like audiences overlap. Really, like.
Oh, that's
I mean,
quicker.
there's got to be at least a small percentage of people that watch both Michael and Matt's videos. But
I don't think the overlap is insubstantial. Because I mean, like we appear on each other's channels all the time. We promote each other all the time.
Yeah. I definitely have people, because I look at Hall of Victory's comments a lot, and I'll occasionally see someone, I'm like, oh, I recognize this username on both accounts. I'm assuming most of those names came from Matt, and I just get them too. I think a couple of my audience members have gone over to watch Hall of Victory, as no good old Toon Buffoon here has.
Yeah, I've definitely gotten comments from Toon Buffoon.
I have no clue.
Anyways,
Well,
this
I
had its
watch your
done.
channel because of Michael.
Oh, fuck!
Michael Michael, you should upload a Shark Tale video to the Spiny channel
Maybe.
this April.
Maybe that's the plan.
Maybe it is.
Maybe it is.
Who knows?
All I know for sure is that I'm doing an April Fool's joke this year, and it involves a Bratz joke that no one like. I think it's a meme that everyone knows, but like.
I'm gonna watch what I did.
Yeah.
I'm gonna watch what's done so far, and then I'm gonna switch over to Origins, and we'll start recording that.
Oregon.
Still have like no sound effects here. There's a lot to be done still.
I still have no Oregon.
Hey, oh, hold on. Let me see if it's. Oh yeah. For some reason, I don't have it. That's weird.
What?
Drop bitch.
I also love how the stream can see it, but
I
I
was
cannot
hoping
see it
we'd
on
hold
our
off
stream.
on having you here for just a bit.
You gotta give the people what they want, bitch.
I'm not sure if anyone wanted a single episode of this show.
Well, now they got 3.
Oh, fuck!
There we have it. There we have it. Why is my stream... It's poor. It's at poor.
You're poor?
YouTube stream. I've caught up like 89% of fellow victories, but I think the only one I commented on was Felix Cat versus Tom and Jerry.
Michael, you're poor?
All the time.
Kind of.
I mean, we do YouTube, so of course we're poor.
Closing out of Premiere. No, don't save H&M 2, only save H&M 3.
You know,
Ha, ha,
I
ha.
know for sure. I kind of expect Matt and Michael to have overlap. Because, like, Michael kind of talks about movies every now and then. I have no clue about overlap with me and Michael. We do kind of completely different things. Like, yeah, we both
think
talk
it's-
about video games, but, like,
I
we
think
do it
it's
very
possible.
differently.
I think it's possible. I don't
I was
really...
about to say, you both have the video game angle.
Yeah. We also both have videos on Sonic. I mean...
I feel like probably there's like overlap between Michael and I's
And the
audience,
Sonic
overlap
angle.
between overlap between you and Michael's audience. I don't know how much overlap you and I have, Chris.
Oh,
I mean,
none.
who doesn't love the
Probably
little
none.
guy?
I think that,
I can like link your videos whenever I have you on.
No,
I do think-
it's all good. It's just like...
I mean, I think a big thing is that, hold on. Fuck.
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 Can you just
No, thank you. I'm
fucking
vegan.
work with me? Alright. That should work. Okay, there we go. Oh, I gotta record too. I'm recording footage for a video that's not on my channel, but I'm helping with, and that's what this will be. So I'm gonna just play every single one of these games for a little bit. I'm recording this and streaming it.
That'd be hilarious if Spiny was actually in an actual mansion. This is all just a show. They pull like that one Simpsons episode.
The dumpster is bigger on the inside.
Hey, could you share Origins with us as well?
I'm sure.
Organs.
Organs. And I guess I'll pull chat up on my phone now since I won't be having my screen. OBS should be just recording the game. Yeah, okay, I don't have reaction Spiny up there, nor should I.
Thank you.
All
Very
right.
good.
Let's see here. What do we got? Alright. Start a new game, I already told you that.
Did you know that this version of Sonic 1 is the Japanese Genesis version because the clouds are moving in the background and the
I
American
didn't know that.
version doesn't do that, and it's not like I say that every time you play this game.
Wow.
It's always different. I promise.
I promise.
You know what's even great is I'm hoping that like one day I'm hoping I get information wrong, like I mean dead wrong, but I'll keep saying it.
Did
I
you know
never
they
get
actually had
information
the voice act? They actually had the
We've
voice actors
established
for the
that
Shark Tale
canonically
game
I am
on to
always
record.
right.
They had the Shark Tale voice actors record their lines for the game, but then someone flushed it down the toilet. That's a true fact I heard.
Yeah.
Oh no, that's Shark Tales.
Yeah, ReactBot's still gonna be part of the streams, but I think I need to install it and reinstall it because every time I use it, he like makes my entire computer lag, and it shouldn't be like that. Oh,
Great job.
Didn't they just update him?
well, they made another pack for him, but you actually have to download that for that to do anything. And I think you have to pay for the
Okay.
second pack.
Okay.
So I don't think that's
know.
why, but it probably. I mean, my guess is it would be an update that caused it to fuck up on my computer, or like an update that happened automatically.
Did you know that?
Did you know?
Did you know?
trying to
Did
think
you
of,
know?
like, just a straight blatant lie about Sonic, and I can't think of one right now. Did you know that Sonic is based off of George W. Bush?
Best of Bill Clinton. Haha.
And they
Got like
Sonic was
maybe
a-
got 2 words of that, Matt.
only called Puck Man, but they changed his name.
No, I didn't
Yeah,
know
you know that makes sense.
that. Green Hill Zone actor. So the only notes I got was I just need to record
I
more
just
than the
realized
first
the
level.
reason I haven't heard Matt say anything this whole time is because I've had Matt muted from one of the downstairs.
That happens a lot.
I'm honestly
I was
shocked
like,
it took
wow, I haven't heard
his
Matt say
fucking
anything.
here a while.
Yeah,
But it's not noticed.
Matt's been saying a
Michael
lot of
has
shit
been
too.
responding to my questions.
I said, okay, he didn't say, like, your name specifically, so I thought he was just talking to chat.
Oh. Makes sense.
Matt's been here for a while.
Well, okay, but Matt is usually quiet a lot in these streams. Matt
No, for
doesn't
sure.
say a lot.
No,
So,
it's just funny that like you managed to like
God damn it.
respond even though you didn't hear what he said. It's
You
it's just
fucker.
great.
I thought Michael was talking to chat.
Hey,
I mean, I have been talking to
remember-
chat too, but
Remember that time where they thought to
Remember the
bring
time?
Eggman back, and he instead of like swinging the ball properly, he did like a spinny do.
Mhm.
You remember that?
I remember.
Remember
Did you know
that
Sonic's
time-
original name was Mr. Needle Mouse?
Did you know
I
that
don't
Sonic's
know.
name? Oh, okay. I can give a blatant lie now. Did you know Sonic's name is Oglesby?
No. I'm gonna tell everybody that fact.
It's absolutely not a fact. Apparently, it is not actually in the comic anywhere. It's just what Ken Pender said, and we took it as law for like fucking ever. Like no, you know.
Me and Ken Penders are buddies now. He wrote me. He called me.
You know, it's funny because he was on Twitter for a minute. There is a I would believe that he wrote you, but not
What?
because you guys are friends.
No, I don't think Ken Penders would like me.
I feel like
He had a phone conversation. I remember that.
Yeah.
yeah.
I inspired a phone conversation between you and Ken Penders.
Well, no, I feel like with the way Ken Pender's Twitter is, I think that honestly, I would heavily believe that he would add Spiny at some point, just not positively.
Stop infringing on my copyright characters. He would tell you.
I invented Spiny Norman.
He worked on Monty Python for a few years, and then when they tried to fire him for making the skits too dark and not funny at all, he like went and installed the paperwork for all of Terry Gilliam's creations.
Spiny Norman is my OC.
I made Spiny Norman. No one. Ken Penders is like the Walter White of the Sonic universe.
No, see, he doesn't just take Spiny, he draws him with, like, really realistic lips and hands.
There's a secret here. I forget where.
I'm working on a new comic called Those Norman Chronicles.
The Norman Chronicles.
The normal one?
Normal Chronicles.
No,
It's just
Norman.
normal people doing normal things.
No, I
He
think
said
normal's
Norman.
Yeah, I know, but yeah.
Marble Zone Act 2. Yay. My favorite.
It's my favorite.
No. Michael loves this level as almost as much as my mom loves me.
I mean, she doesn't hate you, at least. I don't hate it. I'm not having the most fun a person could have right now, but I don't hate it.
That needs to be on a shirt.
Oh.
Hey, I'm still, in my context, I'm talking about Sonic. I'm allowed to say that.
No, right there is an endorsement. That is the greatest endorsement. I'm not having a great time, but I don't hate it.
Woo!
That feels like that's one of those like movie reviews, like the only review they can get on like on the back of a box.
I was saying to Matt the other day, because Matt has this DVD out of like a guy in a donut tutu. I don't even know what the name of the movie is. But in the movie, they have it quotes hilarious, and they're quoting somebody. And I'm like, you know, they could take that completely out of context. Somebody could say this movie's not hilarious, and then just say like one word, like, "Oh, they said hilarious. We can put it on our DVD. We could say it's hilarious."
No, what's great is that you can be an
It's
ass.
Sean Baker.
Oh no, go on.
It's Sean Baker's previous film, Red Rocket, the one he made before Anor.
Have you guys ever seen a commercial? I've seen this very few times because it's a horrible idea. But have you ever seen a commercial that badmouths a previous product that they're responsible for? They're saying, forget this, go with this. And it's like, why would I trust you now?
Oh, they're saying like, "Oh, that's old. That's all in the past."
Yeah, they're badmouth. They're badmouthing their own shit. And it's like, why would you do that? How can I take your word for it?
Because it's old. Buy the new thing.
The closest I can think of to something like that is just the Lego Batman movie listing every single Batman movie, like from the creators of every single Batman movie, including Batman and Robin. But even, it's not even like making fun of Batman and Robin, it's just kind of the joke is they acknowledge Batman and Robin exists.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Sonic has passed.
Oh, same.
No.
I don't want to do this zone. This is enough for this one. We're moving on to another one.
I don't wanna.
I don't like the last act of Marble Zone. It's a very annoying level to lead into the boss fight.
So this is completely unrelated, but like, do you guys remember the fucking GoDaddy commercials from back in the day?
Yes, yes, and I feel like we've talked about them.
porn site?
Yeah.
I'm gonna say no, but I know the fucking, like, I don't remember them specifically, but you know.
I mean, here's the thing: GoDaddy advertisements would premiere on children's channels as well, which is strange. Because
I remember a lot of them during like the Super Bowl.
I mean,
Yeah.
like, when you think about it that way, it's like there's no way it's a porn site, but why do you advertise it as if it is a porn site? Like, you've got
You know,
this, like...
Right.
You know what my favorite commercials were? Is like in between, and I get why, because like Adult Swim. But there was always this one guy that's like, "Hey, what are you doing on your couch? You should be getting ready for college." And my ass is like in high school, like what? But I thought in high school or middle school. They're like, "Yeah, what are you doing? Watching TV? Huh, what a bitch!" It's not like exactly like that, but like it was a guy shaming you. This guy was like shaming you for not being in college, and it's like,
You know
this
what?
is Cartoon
Someone got
Network.
onto
Chill out.
them. Somebody, every time that commercial came on, was like, yes, time to jerk it.
Probably it was Adult Swim. I mean, shit. Probably. They're ready for it. They're like Aqua Teen Hunger Force, and then that one guy that's gonna guilt trip me. Yeah.
Are you guys talking about different commercials when you say that? Because we're just talking about GoDaddy, and then it's like a commercial where it's lecturing you. Yeah, I'm gonna jerk it.
GoDaddy doesn't have enough. Like, the GoDaddy commercials were always like teasing you. They were like, yeah, this is gonna be a real sexy website. Go visit our website that's so hot. But when it's a guy shaming you, it's just like, if you have like a shaming kink, not a kink shame, but a shaming kink. I can't think of the actual word right now.
Hey guys, welcome to Spiny Norman, where we explain and talk about kinks. You want Spiny specifically. You want Spiny specifically to talk about this.
If you're really into somebody putting you down and talking shit about you.
I had an idea once. For a show where I would like review different kinks and give them like a rating out of 10.
Honestly, I'd be so into that. I have in-depth knowledge about kinks that I received unwillingly, so... I mean, that's just me being on the internet. But, you know.
And this is the night it's gonna be, huh?
That show
Look, I mean...
could actually get people so fucking angry at you.
Yes, I mean...
Because if
some
you
people
badmouth
do
a
want
kink, that's like a way of life for some people.
that. Some people do want that. They want people to be mad at them, and they get off on it. For realsies.
So the fans of that kink would be a real big fans of the show, but
You do an episode on like humiliation kink and just like 0 out of 10. Your kink sucks.
That's the word I was looking for. Humiliation. Thank you.
I do not come for to these streams for this, but I choose to stay for
You
it.
know, I'm here too. I'm with you there.
I'm just saying, if you had put in the hours to DeviantArt I had in my formative years, you would have extensive.
No, that's fair. That's
Hold
fair.
on, wait, no, hold on. Let's go back to that. I loved your reaction. It was no.
No, my response was no, yeah. Like, I mean, I was agreeing.
No, I know. It's just if you take it out of context, it sounds like a fucking flashback.
No, DeviantArt was bizarre. I used to go on it and look at it with friends for fun. I'm pretty sure I've done that with some of you guys. Not... By the time I knew Matt, I wasn't doing that anymore, but I've definitely hopped in a call with Austin and looked at weird DeviantArt shit. Here's Amy, everybody's... this is her introduction game. Fun fact. Same with medals. No one knew that before I said it.
Know that there's a Batman Sonic in this game? Did you know that Batman Sonic scared the shit out of me, and still scared the shit out of me? And whoever's scared of that like fun with Satan thing is not in comparison, because I don't like a ripped Sonic. Like, I love how everyone, I remember how like everyone's like, oh, that like fun with Sega thing or fun with whatever is scary. Nah, ripped Batman Sonic fucked me up. I don't like that shit. I still don't like that shit. The thing that's funny is like I keep wanting to make a childhood trauma video, but I don't feel like I have enough like media trauma. Like, I have a lot of fucking legitimate trauma.
Real trauma, but not a lot of.
And hold on, you know what's really great about me delaying my childhood trauma video is the fact that they made a movie about the man that caused all of it.
And there's a fight scene with that. I know I told you that there's a reference to that. Enough times passed where I'll just say this. There is literally a fight scene with that character, Cass.
And see, like that's it. Like, anytime I'm sitting there, like, I want to make the childhood trauma video, it comes down to me being like, no, you know, I don't have enough. And then, like...
There is a scene in that movie where Robbie Williams is kind of confronting his past selves. And he literally just... the movie gets really goofy, and I appreciate it for that. He literally just starts fighting them. He literally just starts beating the shit out of them. And there's like a giant one, which is the skinned version from that one music video that he goes up against for a second. And there's actually references to that music video before that, too, but that's just kind of like the ultimate culmination of it, you know? And I was just watching and going like, oh my god, this, like... Cass needs a warning that this is coming.
I mean, it's not like it. I mean, it's still like it's the more I realize it, it's not as freaky. But like,
it's kind of a funny music video, but it would have scared it would have. Honest to God, I don't know if it would have scared the shit out of me as a kid or made it so I never wanted to eat again. You know.
The wild thing is, I asked Cass to send me that for like some video where she had brought it up, and I'm like watching the music video, and I'm like. Cass, is your childhood trauma just watching a guy strip?
Amazing is the fun is infinite with Sega Enterprises,
This is the part. Okay, I get it.
Also, I'm obviously making a video. One of my videos this year that I want to do is a Sonic CD review, and I absolutely think that these are some of the best special stages visually, because I love how otherworldly it is.
Doing okay with this one so far. I normally suck at this, but I'm actually breaking these things. We got one more, I think. And plenty of time still. Okay, gotta go back
Even
around.
If you don't have time, a red one shows up.
A red
You can
one.
get it.
God damn it.
So apparently, my dumbass thought.
God damn it, come on, that wasn't it.
So apparently, my dumbass thought that Lady Gaga was saying red wine.
God fucking damn it.
Is that not what she's actually saying? I thought she was saying a red one, and then I was like, she must.
She's saying red one.
One.
Red one. Yeah, one. The
Oh,
number.
okay.
The code for Batman Sonic is 420421 in case you want to display it. I'll try to. I have to go to the sound test, right?
I'll fucking stab you.
I'll put it up. That'd be interesting, especially since I'm recording this for a video that might like that.
No, like, real talk though. Real talk though. That's and by the way, that was me fucking around with it. Like, I didn't know codes at the time, so like, I didn't get it. But like, that fucked me up. I did not like it. I still don't like it. It's not like terrifying anymore, but I just do not like ripped Batman Sonic.
Well, I'll give you a heads up when we're doing it.
Oh, it's too damn late. It's whatever. I'm prepared for that shit. Even if you look, it doesn't scare me anymore. I just don't like it.
Fair enough. I mean, I was kind of creeped out by the Fun is Infinite screen, but I discovered it from a YouTube video. I didn't even fucking discover it from like, oh, playing the game myself. It was like I was warned what it was. I was like, oh, it's really creepy. Here's what happens. I'm like, okay, and then it still creeped me out.
The Fun with Nintendo one.
The Fun is Infinite.
Not Fun. Yeah, Fun is Infinite. See, that was not scary because I'm so fucking used to like Japanese media, and that shit's just common. So it's like whatever.
Right.
People
That
get,
makes
like,
sense.
Tingle or like the King of Cosmos, whatever. You are never prepared for ripped, jacked, fucking Man Sonic.
You know what was really fucking unsettling from like it was from that Game Boy. You know that Game Boy camera game?
Yeah, you can't like. What are you running from? Yeah.
Yeah, like don't be silly. What are you running from? And it just shows. It's so clear that was supposed. Like, I shouldn't say it's so clear because like the faces are really creepy, but I could at least like narrow that down to it was supposed to be funny, you know. And maybe if you knew the person in the image, it would be funny. Because it's just a silly face. But then it's the music, it's not even music, it's the sound it plays, and the text it puts on the screen. Which, to be fair, the text could just be a translation error, but, like, what the fuck is with that sound they play? It's genuinely grating. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I think it's weird as fuck. But yeah, no, Sonic CD also kind of.
Yeah, if you guys have never seen that one, the Game Boy Color creepy screen, like look that up. It is
The
Game Boy camera. It is genuinely unsettling. It's a combination of like the text, the image, and the audio that makes it as uncanny and creepy as possible.
Well, not only that, the weird thing about it is it's like so unexpected because you have all these other like to do it is also weird. But to go back to Sonic, another thing is that like the American music of Sonic CD, to a degree, is a little bit more unsettling than the Japanese music. Mm-hmm. Like it takes a argumentatively more dark.
What it's playing right now.
No, in general, just the music has a different tone, and it's not like I never understood why there's a comparison. I think they're both great, but then again, if I've ever simped for anything in my life besides my wife, it is the idea of this music being great. So.
Probably anyone, for most people who are not just going to call them both good, because I also think they're both good. For most of them, it's probably just, oh, it's not the one I grew up with, so it's the bad one. Because they're used to it sounding a certain way, and it's not sounding like that anymore.
I know a lot of people like the Japanese one more, I guess. I do not hear many people defend the
I normally listen to the US one just because that's the one I grew up with, but I like the Japanese one a lot.
I mean, I love them both. I can't decide. And also, I lied. I simped for, like, video games, of course. So, like, never mind. There's three things.
Go to title screen and put in that code.
Yeah.
It's a soundtrack or the sound test? Hold on.
Can you access it in this?
The
Would it be in
extras.
settings? Oh.
Might be in extras. Yeah,
Well, you might have to download it.
maybe. We'll look at settings.
I know,
Nope.
I always microwave.
To do it is actually a jump scare because oftentimes clicking the run button does nothing, or alternatively shows you a screen saying crossing the equator, and you have a chance of getting the what are you running from thing. Okay. So that's up for settings. So sound, yeah, where would the sound test on this be?
I don't, since this is like I think that's the one issue, right? With these, being ports instead of being just the raw game is I don't know if you can get to it.
Was there like a certain combo that you had to do to get to the sound test originally, though?
I don't remember. It's Cartoon Buffoon. Or I
Maybe.
can look. I could fucking look it up too, I guess.
If Toon Buffoon knows, then we'll go with that. If not, no worries.
Oh, shit.
I'll look at the soundtrack anyway.
Because, I mean, we are definitely...
Give me a second, I need to run it.
No, it's just what it's set to. The sound test thing is the code from the original game. Down, 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 left, right, A. Well, I did that and I just did this.
Down, 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 right, A. Down, 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 left, right, A.
Down, 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 left, right.
Did it take you there?
No, but I don't.
I think the problem is like this is not the original game. Which I guess we could have talked about when we talked about the Origins video, huh?
I don't know. What if I have to do it on game? I'm afraid of doing it on the game start just because I might actually just start the game then, but we can try it here.
Well, it's normally just on the title screen.
Yeah, and I open Time Attack. I mean, hey, you know what? Let's do a quick Google search. Why not? No, come on. Why is my computer going so fucking slow?
Because you're streaming. Thank you, Cartoon Buffoon.
You can access... Okay, but that's not what I asked. Alright, can you find the Sonic CD sound test menu? In terms of the bang for your buck, okay, why are you giving me this much information? In regards to the secrets menus hidden within CD, the new collection, the unfortunate news is that it looks like they've been excluded. The menu, okay. Well, yeah, that's a really lame thing to cut out, Origins. Fucking shame on you for that. There's no reason for you to have done that, honestly. That's just fucking lame.
I think, thank you, Cartoon Buffoon, once again. I see why it's, okay, so on a technical standpoint, since this is a remake of the game, I kind of see why they removed it, because, like, that screen is no longer necessary. That doesn't mean I agree with it.
No, it's something that is interesting about the games that shouldn't have been taken out. That's just them being lame.
I mean,
If it was something that
like,
inconvenienced people, I'd understand taking it out, but...
No, even then I don't. Like I said, I get why Origins did it. Well, I don't. I'll take that back. I don't get why they did it, but I can understand. I can understand it. It has nothing to do with it being scary. It's just like the scene. Like, you know what? I take that back. I don't get it because
That could.
rid of the sound test.
I mean, honest to God, that might be it. Maybe it was just that there was scary shit in there. And they decided to be fucking lame.
You know what I'd really love, despite the fact, like, I keep bitching about Earthbound not getting a new game? I would absolutely love it if somehow, someway, Sega made some Knuckles Chaotix playable. And I don't give a shit if it's a bad game. I just want it to be fucking playable.
Yeah. You know what they did? They took the fucking Bob Chandler approach. It was like, you uploaded it, you unload it. And they did. They unloaded it.
Yeah, no, they knew from the future, you know? They're like, they looked at 32X, and they knew Bob Chandler was gonna ask them to take it off. Even
I
though
mean, they are responsible for Chris Chan.
Partly, yeah.
I mean, Nintendo too, but I'm gonna say Sega's more responsible.
I feel like it's 50-50.
They're directly responsible.
Nintendo at least tried to send messages to Chris by having all of his Animal Crossing villagers go inside. Whenever...
Sorry, what?
You ever see that video when Chris Chan is like... It's really old Chris Chan clip of Chris Chan playing the original GameCube Animal Crossing, and every... Like, 3 times in a row, every time he tries to go to one of his villagers to introduce them, they immediately go inside their house. It's really funny. That's a really funny video. I love that. Even if you don't know who Chris Chan is, that's funny.
It's a really cool treat in the modern day is the fact that, like, my kid can play all the Sonic... Not every Sonic game. Well, I mean, I have almost every Sonic game, so never mind. My kid can play, like, almost every Sonic game very easily nowadays. And I think that that's cool.
Yeah.
Cass, your kid is living like a millionaire.
A little bit, yeah.
In kid terms, they're living like a millionaire. Like, everybody is going to want to come over to your son's house. Like, all of his school friends are going to be like, whoa, you have all these video games? Let's come over, let's play.
Hey, Fortnite, but what about all these cool games? No.
Play Bubsby too.
Bubs Beats.
I finished it in that video and never uploaded. I gotta get to that. I edited 2 fucking couch co-ops. I just didn't upload because I didn't want to make a thumbnail for them.
I just imagined Milo bringing home friends from school one day and being like, I lied, we're not gonna play Fortnite, and puts on Bubsy too.
Bubsby.
Yeah. No, he puts on Bubsy 3D.
If anyone the age of 13 on the internet knows what Chris Chan is and the tragic fate. Yeah.
And, yeah. No. But either way, though, no, it's really funny, because, like, I wonder how... Because he's going to go to school soon. I wonder how that's gonna go. Because, like... You know... I don't know. I mean, I guess we're a younger generation. Everybody plays video games, but like, not to the nastily obsessive degree that I'm at. I feel like career day is gonna be kind of sad. What does your parents do? Oh, my mom does YouTube. Do they do that as a career? No. To be fair, I'm a stay-at-home parent like 90% of the time, which is the biggest reason why I'm actually able to upload as frequently as I can.
No, I got that.
Look, if I had a normal job, which I kind of, I say I want it, but the moment I get it is the moment that I'm like, nope, I'm done. I think I'm too burnt out on like, I not that I'm not gonna do it. It's just I'm not gonna put as much effort as I used to. Cause like I am fucking way more burnt out than I used to be.
Mm-hmm.
I cannot wait until my schooling is over. Because, like, I am remembering now all the reasons why I don't do school, and that's just because my ADHD will not let me. And every day is a fucking struggle. Like, I'm good at doing a job, because the expectation is you show up, you do what you need to do in that confined space, and then you leave and you don't have to do it anymore. But with school, it's like you have homework. You have homework.
I didn't have to check mine once.
Online school, it's basically all home. And so, like, making myself do that is one of the, like, hardest things.
Oh, school's hard as fuck.
Like, it's not even, I am an incredibly intelligent person. I am an incredibly intelligent human being. I can do the work and I can understand the concepts, but it's just actually forcing my brain to focus on the work and actually even just get the work started that sucks. Like, my biggest, like, problems are, like, doing, like, paperwork and studying for tests and stuff like that. If I'm doing, like, a project, like a PowerPoint or a poster or something, usually I'll do better. Usually that'll be where I, like, kind of shine. But other things, it's just like, yep, study for this, you know, fill in the blank on these things, and it's just like, I cannot for the life of me get my brain to focus on. And it just sucks.
Uh-oh.
And, like, I cannot wait for schooling to be over, and I can actually...
Oh, fuck off!
I'm sorry, Michael. And I can just get back to doing the thing that I do best, which is showing up, doing what I need to do in the singular confined space, and then going home. Like, there's nothing to bring home with me. I don't have to set my own hours. I don't have to force myself to do things.
Like, that's the problem, is that, like, I'm the exact opposite of where, like, I will take work home with me if a problem needs to be solved. I will take my, like, I will spend my days off working.
No, the problem is I can't force myself to work on something. I need some external force telling me to do it and forcing me into that space.
Oh no, for
like,
sure. I just
or else
no,
I
get that.
It.
I get it. I worry too much. Like, in reality, like, this is the most time that I'm not working on something, is like doing these streams or like movie night on the occasional time that we've done it or I can do it. I don't really know how to not be doing something. I'm like, I guess it's just being in, like, I guess it's because I want to work in the entertainment field, and one of the things I've learned really quickly is how unstable it is, so you kind of have to be a self-starter, because there's going to be, even if you have a job, you have a job for such a short amount of time.
Can't self-start.
Yeah.
Can't self-start. I need manual starting by everybody else.
Because, like, you know what the scariest thing is? The first time I've ever, like, got far with a project, the question somebody asked me immediately that got at me is, so what are you doing next? And I went, oh! No, I don't talk to my agent like you do, but you still have to kind of, you know, figure shit out. And I'm like, oh. So like, for the most part, I just kind of got used to like figuring shit out and like forcing myself to.
Oh, fucking asshole. Go fuck yourself. That's what you're getting. You're not getting anything else. Nope, I don't. Hey, it's nice how I didn't even have an option there. I just had to continue instead of giving me the option to fucking leave. Thank you.
But yeah, no, like, I've gotten used to the whole idea of you gotta like do it. That doesn't mean I always fucking self-start. Sometimes it takes a fucking forever, but you know.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like whoever tells you self-starting's easy is full of shit. I mean, there's some people that can naturally do it.
I think.
I'm not one of them.
People can naturally force it to whatever, and I'm just like, God, I wish that were me.
I think the thing is, like, if I can be honest on how I self-start, is I bitch about it.
You know what I need to get? I need to get just like a banner and put it like somewhere like it's highly visible, like in front of my computer or something that just says, "Your mother is paying a lot for your schooling. Do your fucking homework."
Mm-hmm.
And just like
It's funny.
feel guilt and shame into doing what I need to do.
It's funny, I don't know if you guys saw it, but on my Quark board, there's a thing that anytime I take a break because I look up at it, one of the Quark board things says "work fucking harder." But
I think for self-starting, the best thing I could say is just you should be having fun doing it.
no,
I know it sounds
don't agree
silly.
with that.
It sounds silly, but
I mean, that's the
no,
thing.
I do.
It's hard for me to start even the things I want to do.
I'm talking about with entertainment, though, to be fair, so, like, I don't know.
No, see, for me with entertainment, it's bitch the whole way through until it's
You're
fun.
you're gonna do that, but that's just gonna happen naturally, so maybe I don't know, don't put it into your planning.
It's literally the getting up off my house, getting up off the couch, the bed, wherever I am, and just starting. Just doing, that is like my hardest obstacle, is just not. The executive dysfunction is a bitch. And it's just like, it's just sitting there and not wanting to just be sitting there, wanting to actually be doing something that's like good for me and that I'll actually enjoy doing. But no, it's just...
Can I tell you something that kind of motivates me in life a little bit?
Sure.
It is the fact that if you want to do something, and this has happened to me so many times, and I'm not in the position to do this, right? I'm not in the position to pitch these kind of things. But every time I've had an idea for something, somebody's done it, but worse. Right? Like 100 times worse than I would have done it, and I'm at that point where I'm like, no, you need to shut up. Like, you can't shit on yourself. Like, clearly people are kind of in agreement to somewhat of what you're doing, so maybe put yourself out there.
I mean, Jesus, it's not even like a confidence thing. I mean, I do lack confidence, but like that's not even like the issue. The issue is...
Oh, I'm not even talking about you. I'm just talking about like, I'm talking about the shit, the reason why I'm the way I am.
Yeah. The issue is just like, my brain somehow just does not send the proper signals to my body to just get up and do the thing. Like, it's frustrating because it even happens in like I have my phone with me all the time, right? And your phone is something that you can access whatever you want from there. I could access my homework from there. I can access a drawing app. I can access the notes app to write whatever I want. I can research whatever I want to research. I can look up whatever I want to look up. I can leave myself voice notes for whatever. And for some reason, like, I cannot stop myself from being in that cycle of just like cycling through like the same 4 or 5 apps. Like, and it's just like, even then, even with like the restrictions that I put on myself sometimes, like I'll have like an app blocker or something, only for like certain times of the day even. But like, even that doesn't necessarily help. And it's just like, my brain doesn't send the signals that I need to like
get up and go somewhere or do something, or get up and not even in situations where it's not required that I like get up necessarily, but just start something that is going to bring me joy or satisfaction, or even just brings a little bit of relief. Like, you know, there's putting away the laundry that I'm like, I know I feel good and satisfied when the laundry is folded and put away and it's not cluttering up my space, but for some reason I just don't get up and do it.
No, I
And
get
know
that.
for a
That's
fact
me
that, like,
too.
and I know for a fact that, like, if I finish my homework early, I won't be scrambling to finish it over the weekend when it's due, and that will make me feel better. And just the fact of, like, doing something creative, I know that when I do something creative, I genuinely just feel good in the whole process of doing it, of finishing it. I genuinely just feel good doing anything creative, but for some reason I don't get the proper signals to just start it, to just activate, to just do the thing.
I mean, I get it though. Like, you know, it just sometimes happens that way.
Yeah.
Oh,
And
fuck.
I'm raw dogging this shit. I am unmedicated. So, you know what? I'm proud for the little I can do in my life.
Yeah, no, I don't like medicine like that. It just doesn't work for me. I mean, it might work. It's just I've had like trauma
Oh,
connected
fuck.
to medicine like that. So.
Yeah. I mean, me too. But it's just like, for the people that it works for, I'm glad it works for them, because it's like, it's hard. It's hard. And like, knowing that like some people out there like popping a pill is like, damn, that I can see clearly now, the rain is gone. It's like, fuck yeah, good for you, man. I'm glad that works for you. I'm stuck in the pit.
I think the thing that's funny is that like 90% of my existence, and I've said this multiple times, and I will say this until I die, is spite. Right? Like,
Yeah.
90% of my life is spite. So like, that's also another self-motivator. That was my whole college existence, was spite.
My motivator is usually guilt. Like, I'm not kidding. It's usually just like, I will feel so bad if I don't do this. I will feel so guilty. I like, that's why I'm like, I need a big banner that reminds me of my mom. Because I'm just like, my mom will be so disappointed if I don't do well at school. And that's weird, like, that's not good. But
Hey, I think you're doing great. I'm proud of you.
Well, at least you're also aware of, like, you know, the effort that's going into that, and, you know, I'm also
I
proud of
mean,
you for even going back to school.
Yeah, you're committed to it.
I've gotten slightly better with the help of like therapy and shit, but it's just like I'm still not where I want to be. I'm not where I've been, but I'm not where I want to be either, and I guess I'm just like complaining while still trying to acknowledge that like I'm not completely shit. I have done better. I am doing better, but like at the same time, sometimes I just need to complain.
Complaining isn't really a problem. I just think that people don't like people that complain because it's an inconvenience to them.
Yeah.
No, look, hear me out. If you guys want to complain, I'll hear you out, because at least you're like, you know, getting it out there. There's a point where it becomes much, but like, it's never really. If you need to complain, go for it. Shit, dude.
I mean, yeah, I'm not worried you guys are judging me for it. I'm just like, I am trying to be in a healthier mindset of not constantly putting myself down.
Oh no, you should not do that.
Like I've said before, guilt is a main motivator for me, and it's just like, it's been for a long time for so many things, and I'm just like, again, this is the therapy talking. I'm like, just because it has worked for some things in the past does not mean it should be like the only thing that you rely on. And it's just like, oh damn, maybe I shouldn't constantly shame myself and put myself down to try and motivate myself to do things. Maybe that's bad.
But it's just like also acknowledging, like, you know, like it has worked. That's why we do it. We do most of our maladaptive coping mechanisms because it has worked in some way.
Used to be like, I used to be way more guilty towards things. Now I just don't give a shit.
I'm just trying to have a better mindset about myself and not like hate myself. It's not even necessarily that I think it's bad to complain. I'm just like, I'm trying not to put myself down so much, just for my benefit.
Put yourself down, yeah.
Like, I think one of the things I said to my therapist was like, I've been trying to lose weight. I've been trying to like exercise more and eat a little healthier lately. Just a little bit. And I was just like, I don't have any body image issues, but sometimes I wish I did because that might motivate me more. And so that was just a fucked up thought I had. I was just like, I don't hate my body. I don't hate the way I look or anything like that. But maybe if I did, I would have some sort of motivation to do more about that.
Yeah, I mean, I think... No, I get where you're coming from with that. I think the concern should always come down to how you feel, not how you look.
Now here's the thing, I do hate how I look, but that's because there was a time where I didn't, and I want to be more healthy. It has nothing to do with, you know, really, it is the weight, but that's a whole different thing, right? Like, it's not like, I like how I look to a degree, right? It's just more or less of, I'm worried about, like, the health things that come from it, or with it.
Oh yeah, same. I'm worried about that, but there's no shame that comes from that. So it's it's fine.
I have shame, but it's just I don't even know if it's shame. There's like one obviously specific thing that I hate about my body. So like, and that's obviously
the dysphoria.
Yeah.
I'm right by an air bubble and you're not going to give me one. Jesus Christ.
You know what's even better is when Tails steals it. What were you going to say?
That's the gender.
Oh no, for sure. Controversial take here. Yeah, no, it is definitely that, and I'm saying controversial because it's not really. I'm being an asshole. It's fixable, but people, what I love about that is, if you don't mind me saying this on your live stream, and if you don't, thank you, you're a real one. If you are, you're still real, and I'm still gonna say it. You can't stop me.
Go for it.
People are like, oh man, you know, how do you fix that? Therapy and affirming care. No. We need to fix you. Okay, cool. You know, are you going to accept people for who they are, even if they don't want surgery? No. Okay. Well, then, you see, you're creating a problem yourself. You are openly creating the problem yourself. And no, people do not have to go as far as I wish to go. I think that people can go as far as they want to. It doesn't fucking matter.
In general, it's just all about where your comfort level is. Like.
Yeah. No, and I think. Because, like, somebody I know tried to get me on a gotcha where they're like, oh, well, you're going through it. It's like, yeah, but they're not me, so fuck it. Like, don't worry about other people like that. You know?
Like,
alright, that was your fucking fault, Tails.
To be honest,
it's all
like...
Tails' fault.
It's all Tails' fault. Gender dysphoria is because of Tails. It's his fault. To be honest, like, where I stand on, like, the trans spectrum, on the non-binary spectrum, is I've genuinely sat down and considered with myself, it's like, do I want to go on, like, T? Do I want to do hormones and shit? Do I want to be trans mask? Because I find myself aligning with a lot of, like, masculine stuff and, like, masculine energy in some ways, but I also like my feminine side. I am not one who shies away from my feminine side either, at all. And I'm just like, when I think about it, like, I'm like, would I want to make any sort of permanent changes to myself? And the answer is no.
because it's just like sometimes I really just wish that like I had a wizard that lived in my house and I could just go to the wizard and be like, hey, I feel like looking like this today, can you do that, wizard? And the wizard would be like, yeah, sure.
Is that Spiny Norman from the Spiny Norman YouTube channel? It is. Hi. Sorry, go ahead.
Because it's like I cannot think of anything that I want to like permanently change about my body other than losing weight for health reasons, and that's about it. Like I cannot think about anything about myself that like I would want to actually permanently change, regardless of like some days I'm just like, man, I wish I looked a little more masculine. I wish I had more masculine features, and it's just like I think that's just gonna have to come with learning how to get really good at drag king makeup. Because it's just like I want to be able to just present however I'm feeling that day. You know, it's hard. It's harder to do that than it is to like. I mean, not necessarily harder, but like, you know what I mean. Like
More difficult than you want it to be.
What I'm saying is like it's a comfort level thing, you know. Like your comfort level with how you want to present and how you want to be is going to be different than mine or anybody else's, you know.
I think one of the tenets of life that I've learned is mind your business.
Yeah.
Right. Being in a more urban area, minding your business saves your life, and that's how everybody should be. But people don't like to mind their business, so that's the issue. Because like the thing is, like, I always remember being like, you know, I always remember people being like, why'd they do that? And the immediate rebuttal is mind your business. So like, you know,
why does anybody do anything?
Yeah, like it doesn't affect you. It doesn't affect you, and that's the thing that I think more people need to understand is 90% of the shit people complain about anything is it doesn't most of the time affect you, and if it does,
yeah,
like if it does affect you, I don't know. I can't really say much because that's not me minding my business.
I mean, if it does affect you, it really depends on what it is and in what ways it is affecting you, you know? Because it's just like, there are some things where it's just like, maybe you could just be a civil adult about this and have a conversation, and other times it's like, oh, there's some real serious stuff going on here.
Well, there's some people out there who are like I think sometimes it's misguided, but I think there are people out there who are genuinely just trying to be helpful. But sometimes if you don't agree with them or you have an issue with something they said, it's like immediate anger, and yeah, that kind of goes along with what Mitzi's saying. If you could just have a conversation about it, because someone might just be trying to share an experience they had that helped them a lot, and that's just that's just them trying to be helpful. But what they have to realize is that doesn't mean it's going to work for everybody, and if you just insist on that and nothing else, then someone going through that problem is probably going to want to stop talking. Whatever it is, they're probably going to want to stop talking to you pretty quickly.
No, for sure. I think it still loops around though to what I've been saying. like I get it. Like, you know, advice is great, but sometimes unprovoked advice is not always 90% of the time not wanted and does not help.
Do either of you have a response for JG Panther here in chat? The only reason I'm not responding is because it does feel like it's more directed at you two than me.
Oh, what's the question? Sorry.
They said you can have both. Gender is more of, I don't know what exactly this was a response to. Gender is more of a feeling than hard-coded. If you feel this, then you are this. But from what it's sounding, you might be gender fluid. I'm not an expert, just trans as fuck.
I mean, I've identified as non-binary for a long time. And I've done, like, let me go back. Let me share with you my lore. I realized I was not cis because of Zac Efron. Everybody wanted him. I wanted to be him. I was like, I want to be you, Zac Efron. and I was kind of questioning. It's like, I feel very gender when I look at this man. Do I want to be a man? And I was like, not permanently, but I would like to be viewed as a man sometimes. But most of the time, I just want to be a genderless blob in general. Like, I just want to be a blink of light in the distance. That's what I'm saying.
So, if I can share mine, it's kind of interesting because Mario Kart and Sonic are what ruined me, right? Because in Mario Kart you could be Peach. I'm like, that's an option? What do you mean that's an option? Fuck yeah! I want to be that all the time. Hell yeah!
I forget what to do in this fight, and I hate it.
You use those to jump up on them. There's like one that'll come up like, hold on. Right there. Nope. Yeah, you use those. But no, Amy, and that's probably why I'm so defensive of Amy for Sonic Adventure 2, where like everyone's like, oh man, she was great in that one, and I'm like, I wish she was playable. I mean, yeah, it's cool that she's there, but like, Rayman's there in the Rabbids games. That doesn't mean he's like important.
Doesn't mean he's invited to the Mario crossover.
Yeah, exactly. Like, shit, dude.
Literally, when they did the DLC for Rayman, Mario was cut out of it.
Yeah, no. But, like, no, it was Peach. It was the option of Peach and, seeing Amy for the first time. I'm like, hell yeah, okay, cool, this is, there's a pink hedgehog? Hell yeah, there's an option. Fuck yeah, and, you know.
Tumbafin says, I'm gender fluid myself, but I do consider myself under the trans umbrella and use she, her, but I don't like to pretend my biological gender doesn't exist, so I think my hormones are enough for me. And then JG Panther, I'd like to get HRT at some point. I don't know. I'm going with surgery or whatever. And then, it's not Rayman and Sonic at the Olympic Games. It's true.
Is it cool if I share?
What's up?
Michael, how do you just, like, attract trans people?
I don't know. It's okay, though. It's all good.
You are just like my friend who, like, ended up accidentally exclusively dating bi women and lesbians who did not realize they were lesbians yet.
There was like a joke that I think Matt even made where it's like I'm the token straight guy of the group, which...
No, Michael, you are my token white dude, okay? My white dude example constantly. You are my white guy.
But I do find it, I mean, I'm flattered by it, though, for what that's worth. I'm glad that people in this community like me.
No, you know what's great? No, hold on, Michael. You know. Oh, go on, Missy. See what you're gonna say.
Let's be real here for a second. Sonic attracts trans people.
Oh yeah, that's fair.
That may be actually.
No,
it may just be that you're a Sonic tuber.
The deal though is that I remember talking to my aunt about you after the wedding. And you are considered as my white boy. You are. We all have one, and you are it. You are like the ally of allies. You are the example of what an ally looks like.
Aw.
In my family, so.
That's really sweet. I appreciate that.
But no, it's funny because I remember my aunt was explaining to like one of her friends, you know, about it, and they're like, "Oh, Michael, like who's that?" It's like that's the white boy.
White boy Mike.
White boy Mike. I'll take it.
No, it's funny because it's just like it turned into that like old auntie kind of and then it's like no, he cool, and it was like okay, all right.
I want to tell you guys a little tidbit, but I'll tell you guys like a little clip of my life, but I won't tell it to you until off stream because I feel like it might accidentally dox me.
I do that.
So.
I vis-a-vis like gender presentation, I feel like I play the hand I have been dealt pretty well, but like if I could swap like a lot, I would often. And Like, I think my preference would honestly be somewhere a lot closer to the middle.
Yeah. I think I definitely fall more in like the feminine side of it. I don't know. I don't know why the hell that
Well,
happened.
sure, you're.
Yeah.
You are
Well, here's
a
the deal.
trans woman.
Yeah. No. Here's the deal: is that I also want to say this real quick for anybody that's watching this. And it might not matter. HRT is I don't. Depending on the state, you know, like I feel like it's not 100% necessary.
No, we did enough of this one too.
You know, for people. But if you're willing to go into it, I think that looking into it is... I can't see, like, I have lived in the most liberal-ass state, so I shouldn't be talking. I
had a
for like
friend
3 years, so...
I had a friend who got HRT pretty easy in Texas. Granted, that was a while ago, but still, that had to have been like 2016, 2017. Maybe it has changed since then, but it was like surprisingly easy for her to get HRT in Texas.
I think in the more conservative areas, there is always that little percent chance that like a trans person can fly under the radar just enough to get what they need. You know what I mean?
I think the thing about it though is there's also resources, and every state's different, but definitely don't be afraid to look into them if you are. And it doesn't have it's a thing, in my opinion, to telling somebody else HRT does not matter. For me it does. But
Yeah.
But it does not make you more or less. It is not a problem solver either, right? Like you're not going to be on HRT and you're not going to be like, "Yep, this solves my problems," you know. So
It matters as much as it needs to matter to you. Like that's the bottom line. Is like it matters as much as it needs to for you. You know.
Yeah, well, I mean, because like, I mean, don't get me wrong. Like the only reason I'm saying this is because like. It feels like in some spaces, it feels like it'll solve all your problems. People say it does. It doesn't. It's just, it makes you feel better. What the fuck?
I got stung by a bee.
Sometimes you don't need to. Sometimes you don't need to just go on HRT. Sometimes you need to go on HRT and get out of your hometown. And
another one too. And you know,
that's what happened to one of my trans friends and my friends who is a trans woman. She like went on HRT, booked it out of her hometown, and suddenly she became a whole different person. She was like like a much happier person in general.
Yeah, having the ability to choose a gender in a video game definitely awakened me to the idea of like, wait, I could be a girl. If I could be a girl, would I be? Yes, the answer is yes. I could see that. I knew a lot of people who preferred to play as a female character, and when I was like really little, and didn't think about any of this shit, I just figured, oh, they're just trying to be funny, you know? But but then if it turns out, no, it's just, I mean, it could also just be you thought the character was cool. Honestly, a fucking child me is a fucking idiot, but... Anyways, this is the easiest boss fight in existence.
A lot of the times I will play as the female option in video games just because I think it makes the story more interesting. Like,
oh, look, can I be real with you? Playing through Monster Hunter Worlds is great when you have the female option, because there's like the only male option at the beginning of the game and most of the game is a boy, like a child. So like, if you play it, there is like almost no men in the game that are like protagonists if you choose a female option, which is interesting because it's like this super, like your blacksmith is Gemma, she's very pretty, and then like the person like helping you out with like the monster research, I don't remember her name, but she's there. It's really cool. Monster Hunter's great if you play the female option.
I mean, like, yeah, like when
Monster Hunter Wilds, sorry.
I mean, like, playing the Fallout games, I'm just like, I just prefer to play as a girl in the Fallout games, especially, because I'm just like, yeah, they're a better protagonist in this story.
Whenever I play, like, games where you customize the character nowadays, especially since I'll stream it. I just like making a character, and like sometimes the character's male, sometimes it's like Beakles is female, but then what was the fucking guy who just punched everyone's name again? I forget his name. He was fun though. That was. Oh, why isn't it making me jump that high? That's not fair. Oh, bro, I've been loving Wilds. Is that the new Monster Hunter?
It's the new Monster Hunter, and I have no clue what Mitzi's saying because Michael talked over Mitzi.
Cass, do you have any advice on cleaning and maintaining a GameCube?
Alright, that's
Not
what
really.
you get.
Maintaining one, yeah, but cleaning one,
Oblivion playthrough.
yeah, just kind of keep it clean. What do you like? I guess what do you specifically need cleaned? I guess is the question.
So I tried a few discs, and it's giving me a disc error, so I can't play games. And right before this event, it's possible that the laser decided to keep my purity.
Okay, so the laser's a bitch. Cause like,
I still want to make that into a video, the fucking Oblivion recording.
go for it. The issue is that like laser issues with the GameCube are common, but laser issues are just a bitch in general. Let me look into it though.
Rare
like-
Sage the roommate cameo.
Cause like normally people just say like just get a new GameCube, but I don't know how handy are you with consoles? Like how
This is a GameCube I bought used like last week.
okay.
But he did say that if I had issues with it within the first 30 days, I could return it and exchange it for one of his others.
Probably do that. Because, like, laser issues in general are just a killer. Like, it's normally, like, it's hard to fix.
Yeah, well, I just cleaned it up with a cotton swab to see if it helped or not.
Also, check, like, I know, like, I don't want to be, like, sound rude or anything, but it might also just be the disc, too, because some discs are, like...
No, it's the cube.
Okay. Alright.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, no, if it's a laser issue, definitely. And if you clean it, I just normally know that, like, lasers, when they die, they're just fucked.
Okay. Yep. Thanks for the advice, Cass.
Anytime.
Just have to get exchange.
No! The
I
rocket
think,
boots didn't give me maximum skippage because they put a fucking shit in my way. I could have beaten the level in 20 seconds to have 40.
Speaking of, like, laser issues, I had a Sega Saturn that only, like, it could only read one disc, and that was Nights into Dreams. The Christmas Nights into Dreams, by the way. Not proper Nights into Dreams, only Christmas. For some fucking reason.
Christmas dreams.
Yeah.
Was the nights before dreams.
I mean, to be fair here, the Saturn has the disc reader, so...
I fucked up with Knights. Olivia sent me an article warning me that the Knights was going to be taken off of Steam. I'm like, oh, better get it before it gets taken off. I didn't. I took away my easy way of recording that game. I know I can... I've got friends I can rely on.
Access to Knights.
I've got... yeah, that will just have to be one... I mean, honest to God, that probably should be one I do with you in person, because that's one that you're probably more hyped about than most of them.
Unfortunately, yes.
And I think it will be a fun... I mean, I enjoyed the one-off we did on it. I'm definitely down to do a full playthrough. The one-off was cool, though. That was a really funny... That was a really funny one, just because it was like it was a rare fucking instance of me figuring a game out before Stort did. And I really do mean that is a rare fucking instance. That doesn't happen.
So, you wanna know the funniest thing ever is that my first experience of Sonic Adventure pissed me off, right?
Uh-huh.
Because it was back in the day, like the Dreamcast was kind of Adventure 2 or whatever. My dumbass thought that like before, because like I wasn't super aware of the Dreamcast. I thought that in Sonic Adventure, because my cousin was at the casino, right? I thought that was their announcement that they're making another Knights game. I had to wait for a fucking long time to realize that it was just a cameo.
Oh.
That pissed me off. It looked like I know, like, for a lot of people, no one gave a shit about the Knights segment in Sonic Adventure, but I was so excited. I came back to that level multiple times just to see Knights on the fucking Dreamcast, and then the GameCube, and then Sonic Adventure 2's a dick because they have a fucking
They have a poster. Don't they have like a billboard?
yeah.
No, they have like a 3D. They have like a 3D head.
3D head in Shadows level, I believe.
Yeah, you're right.
And then, like, Sega, fuck you a little bit, like, for that shit, okay? You
Shadow
keep putting out
Generations
weird
had Knights Shell, so Knights is back.
Yeah.
The winds of change are blowing.
Now listen, hear me out.
There's
right?
excitement in the air.
No, listen, hear me out. Before Michael goes off on his fucking whatever fuck shit that is, Sega, do me a favor. Oh, you guys are bringing back Jet Set Radio. Great. Please actually do that. But, you guys have literally brought back Samba de Amigo and fucking Monkey Ball, which makes sense. Monkey Ball sells well. Why the fuck can't I get another Knights game? I understand that there's one on the Wii. This is just my constant fight. Never mind.
I'm back at the start of the level.
I don't know what I'm fighting for anymore. I might just
Don't know what I'm fighting for.
You forgot.
I should just be happy. I should just be happy that I got a fucking Silent Hill 2 remake, and I should just shut the fuck up for the rest of my life at this point. Because all the games I want remade are never gonna happen. I will be like 100 years dead before they ever fucking happen.
Michael, I forgot what video it was you made, but there's one where you're just introducing all of us, and then there's the part where you're like, there's Stuart. He's actually good at video games.
Might have been Advance, because we were all in the room for that.
Yeah.
Matt might have even been the one who said he's good at games. I don't remember.
I like how you said that Olivia draws these buff chows for Olivia.
Oh yeah. Wait, okay. I'm never remembered struggling with this stage in the past, and now I'm like, where do I go? Where am I? Stop hitting your head on there and go through it. What the fuck? Where do I go? Gosh darn it. Okay, I just had to jump over the spikes. That's literally it.
Man, it would be really great if the screen was just a little bigger. It's almost as if it's on a TV or a computer.
I'm a computer.
They're willing to put the Game Gear games on. They were not willing to make them even like a % better. In fact, they're probably worse now. Although the battery is not an issue.
I want to do a live stream with you to see how long we can play a Game Gear game. Like, if we could actually beat one within the battery time limit.
I'd be curious to see how. I'd be curious to see how exaggerated the Game Gear is, because I'm imagining, based on what everybody says, I'm imagining not by a lot, but I imagine I can clear some levels.
The thing is, you probably could beat a game. It's just we're all butthurt because, like, the Game Boy lasts.
I also could beat it, like, in my state now. Like, when I was a kid, I wouldn't have been able to. But I've gotten better at these Game Gear games. I've gotten better at Classic Sonic. Still not great, but I'm capable of beating them now.
I think the thing is that, like, the Game Gear's battery life is bad, but it's, like...
Where you can only play it for 1 hour.
Yeah.
That'd be like a really good sense of humor for Sega if they put one out of these where it's like Game Gear Edition, where you just turn it on and it just cuts you off after an hour. But that would be impractical, so they won't do that. Anyway, let's move on to another one.
You want an accurate... The thing that's funny is they made Game Gear Minis. Like, they were super fucking tiny, but they worked.
I'm gonna have
why
to
the fuck Sega did that.
I have to play as Sonic, so I won't even get to play as Fang in Sonic Drift 2. Oh wait, can I at least show something? Here, I'm gonna do a quick webcam. I don't buy a lot of merchandise, but I bought a piece of merchandise recently.
Oh no, he's showing his face again.
Yeah, I'm gonna show my face.
He's not a real hedgehog, everybody. Be prepared.
Yo, tiny face reveal.
It's not even I've shown my face so many times. I know you know that, but someone will hear that and say, "Oh, is this the first time?" No.
It's funny because me and Olivia wanted to do like Olivia doesn't show her face much on anything. So
That's true.
We wanted to do a face reveal, but it was gonna be like Matt or like.
I've ruined that a little bit for you too.
You didn't ruin it. It's just like I said.
But-
It's like, look, it's not ruined. We have a whole channel with her face on it.
I've got a little fang here.
Oh yeah, I gotta watch the fucking stream because you didn't.
Let me see if it shows up on stream. All right, here's.
For Christmas.
Yeah, I'll show that one too. Matt actually, I got little fang here, and Matt sent me big fang. But yeah, I don't really do a lot of. Like I said, I don't collect a lot of merch. I guess I'll show this too while I have it. Stuart sent me this. It's this nice little Sonic the Hedgehog ornament. It's just a cartridge of the game. Oh yeah, while I'm at it, I have this too. This is related to the other thing on the channel. Mitzi sent this. The world's second best lawyer. Just showing off everything that people have sent me lately, yeah. And this one's older, but...
Is Howard still in your car?
Yes. Yeah, he never left. Ever since I picked you up from the airport. And then there's Big Fang. And Matt sent me this. It's very nice of him.
You know, Michael, I wish I could just show my collection off that easily.
Yeah, I don't have a lot of shit. That's that's the reason it's easy for me.
I was about to say you'd have to go down to your car to show everybody plush Howard.
Yeah. I mean, okay, I'll turn my webcam on real quick. I do have one more it's always in the background though whenever I show my webcam. I've got the Howard Hamlin license plate on my door. I always have that there. And that's fun. Anyways, back to the game. All that stuff is really cool, actually. Thank you. I like it. I think it's fun. I don't know. I mean, if I had my own place, I probably would do more merch, honestly. But I'm just not. I don't really have anywhere I want to put it right now.
Most of my merch is either it's hyper specific of either I say hyper specific like a dumbass because my merch is Nintendo merch, right? Like me and you are actually opposites in every way.
How do I drive?
You don't.
Yeah.
But I have a lot of Nintendo shits kicking around. But I think I collect mostly Zelda or just plushies.
Now, a lot of my merch, quote unquote, is fan made stuff.
Yeah, like conventions. Isn't that you got that Smile and Friends art I remember from the last one?
Yeah, it's a lot of just art I have collected over the years. It's like keychains and pins and stickers and even some plushes. Some plushes are fan made. And most of the art that is on our bedroom, that is in our bedroom, because I have the most posters. Matt has a few posters here and there in our bedroom.
How the fuck did you do that?
I actually kind of got used to the game last time I recorded it. It's honest to God, 90% of it is just doing the turns early. That's it. Go ahead, Mitzi. I'm sorry.
But all of the posters that I have put up in our bedroom, most of them are artwork by other people.
Yeah, no, I mean I've seen a lot of it. It's neat.
Yeah, no,
The timing was off with that one.
The ones I can point out. Oh, sorry.
No, go on.
The ones that I can point out that are official is I have a map of Middle Earth. I have an Adventure Time poster. I have a poster of Cage the Elephant's Melophobia, which came with the disc. And I have what's my other piece of official art? Oh, I have
Mario art.
I was literally about to say that. I have Paper Mario, and then I have the Minecraft. Oh, and I also have the Dungeons & Daddies poster from that tour. So yeah, that is all of the official
God damn it.
art on the wall. Everything else is made by a fan.
God damn it. God damn it. Those fucking poles. Very hard to avoid that.
I know. I'm a official merchandise slut. and I'll admit it.
We were just like fucking around with the merch for like a majority of our like recording sessions at your place last year.
No, see, it's not that you guys were fucking around with it. My plushies were attacking you guys.
They did kind of just fall on us.
Well, no, it's funny because I remember I was like, I don't know what the fuck I was doing, but I was like writing something for an episode, and then Olivia looks over and she's like, "Are you okay?" I'm like, "No, just my blue twinks fell on me. It's okay." By the way, Mitzi started the term blue twinks, and I've never stopped. And you know what's terrible about it is that if you're a Fire Emblem fan, right, you understand what I'm saying. Right? Like, it's just like, yeah, okay. Like, no one has ever questioned me. They're like, yeah, okay.
I think on certain difficulties they start taking the arrows away. Maybe I'm wrong about that. I don't know. I'm on the easiest difficulty too. I'm gonna keep that in mind.
Said though, I just
Oh,
bought a
come on,
Kirby,
that's the first time that's ever hit me before, really?
and Miniso has just got like a Kirby section, so my couch might be Kirby.
Oh, I love Miniso. They have such good stuff. And reasonably priced, too.
Yeah, no, like I bought a Kirby plush, like it's a pretty big one for like $15.
Yeah, like, for stuff that's, like, all imported, I think, from, like, Japan, it's pretty...
Reasonable, yeah.
Reasonable, yeah.
Well, because, no, I looked for that same Kirby plush online, they
God
want
damn
like
it.
$30, so, like, I'm good. No, I'm gonna
hell?
upgrade Kirby's.
I committed myself to buying all of the Jimmy Neutron all of the Jimmy Neutron merch Nickelodeon has put out. So I got the Jimmy Neutron Pop Funko. I got some like Five Below exclusive like Funko minis, and I got a Jimmy Neutron blanket from Box Lunch. It's really soft too. It's a really nice blanket.
On the weakest mission, because I don't know how many like VeggieTale games there are, and I'm not trying that hard, but I'm on the weakest mission to try to make you own every VeggieTales game.
God damn it! God damn it!
There's like 4 or 5. I do know there's
This
one
fucks
that's
up everything.
Like, lost, like officially.
Lost Media VeggieTales.
That was bullshit.
Most of them are computer games. I think you got me the only console game for VeggieTales.
Yeah. No, I mean, I'm fine. As long as you don't mind me sending you the computer games, I'll definitely fucking do it. Even if you do mind, I'll fucking do it.
I do kind of want to cover the VeggieTales games. I have to cover the Mario Kart game first.
Yeah.
Never finished that.
I just give Amy the finger.
No, it's such bullshit with the turns. The fucking. You don't really have control. He's gonna go off the edge. He's gonna go off the edge. And then the pipes are just there. Are mandatory to get hit by.
You see, your car is attracted to the pipes.
Like I turned immediately and I was going the whole time. And that time he stayed in place. It doesn't make any fucking sense. It doesn't make any fucking sense.
You know, I can't wait till we do a last call of these.
And that's enough fucking footage.
What is this footage for?
Video that I'm not supposed to talk about.
Okay. Will you tell me off stream or?
I can tell you who's making the video off of stream.
We'll say it off stream.
Okay. That gives me some idea. Actually, I think I know what video this is for. Even.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah. No, we just. It's not our place.
Because
It's
they
gonna-
said they were making this video.
It's gonna be revealed anyway. Moving on. Great. I'm just about done recording these for the night though.
Finally, I have it. Do y'all want to see the picture of my goldfish I'm getting tattooed?
Sure.
You giving this goldfish a tattoo?
Yeah.
No, I'm getting a tattoo of a goldfish.
I'm just being a
No,
smart
they're
ass.
getting no. They're getting a tattoo from a goldfish. Okay.
Oh.
My dad took this picture, and I've been trying to get him to send it to me for a while, and I finally have it now. So I'm going to send it to the tattoo artist, and I will have Craig the fish upon me.
Wait a minute. You're telling me a shrimp fried this race?
Yeah. He did a pretty good job, too.
Damn good job.
We've had so many.
Ask you about the tattoo stuff when I get home.
I'm okay.
We've done so many
Maybe I will
streams that are
remind
just going
him
for all
to
the
get
games in
home.
Origin. For like different contexts, but I'd be okay if not doing this again for a little while.
Says me with every video game that I've reviewed.
Same, honestly. Like, the Barnyard game is better than, like, any of those Jimmy Neutron games I played, but I get bored of it in, like, an hour and a half.
The thing that
I'll play like an hour and a half, and I'll be, alright, that's enough for me, thanks.
The thing is, like, for how many, like, I know it doesn't seem like a lot, but I play 90% of the versions of the games that I talk about, right? So, like, if there's another port or re-release, and I normally have to play it just a little bit so I get tired of the game that I talk about.
I might not play much of the Barnyard Game Boy game because it does seem like a pretty faithful adaptation of the console version.
You know, what's really funny, Michael, and it's something that doesn't matter, but I found out that there's two versions, technically, of Sonic Adventure on the Dreamcast, and I completely neglected it.
I feel like I think I remember us talking about that.
Yeah, and it's not like it matters, but like, because no one gives a shit, but like there's like a rental version that's like buggy as shit, apparently. Like, they say they fixed bugs, but like it has some issues, and there was a moment where I'm like, God, I feel bad. Like, Michael's gonna be upset that I didn't talk about this one specific Sonic game. And Olivia's like,
Why would I care?
Probably know it exists. And then I talked to you about it one day, and she was dead on right. You're like, I don't even know what the hell that is.
I wouldn't get upset about that. I get upset myself if I like get something wrong, but even if I miss something, it's not the end of the world for me.
See, like, it's not that I don't. The thing is, I feel like there's a part of me that's like, oh, you miss a lot of shit in your episodes, but another part of me is like, I'm not reviewing the game. Technically, I'm asking if it holds up. So, like, if I'm not like hyper specific with the game, I think it's okay. You know, I should focus more on like if it's still worth playing today, not if like it's objectively good or not. And in reality, 90% of games.
Toon Buffoon says, I give a shit because I did not know that.
Yeah,
It's interesting to know. I mean, it's good to get as many of those facts in as you can because I mean it is interesting to hear about, but it's nothing to be ashamed of. We covered a lot.
Hold on, let me fucking find it. It's not like definitive. It is Sonic Adventure Definitive, and it is it's the rental version of the games. Like, it's the one that like rental stores got. It is like slightly harder in some stages. There's not much of a difference. There's a few fixes, yada yada, but like I missed it, and like even if I put it in the video, I think all we would have said is, oh yeah, hey, here's this one, and then that's it. Like, we kind of talked about it because I said there's the Dreamcast version and like 2 different versions. So, like, I kind of talked about it. I don't feel like I did enough to talk about Adventure DX. I feel like I could have done a better job.
It's a long video. We covered a lot of ground in that.
feel like the thing is also, if I care enough, I'll just come back to it and talk about Adventure DX.
You could even make like, it could even just be like a hey extra facts video. Here's some stuff that we never, here's some stuff that we missed from like you could like bring other videos into it though too, like a correction, kind of like a corrections video. I've seen those. They can be entertaining because it's just like a kind of like a best of topics almost.
Yeah. The thing is with the Adventure DX though, the other part of me is like I could definitely talk more about it, but we did talk about everything. I didn't talk about it in the way I wanted to, but the biggest issue is that we didn't write the episode. Is that fair to say? Like I had notes.
Most of it we did not write. Honestly, none of it. Even the skits, we talked it out, but we didn't write any of that. We just kind of like
down, but
yeah, we took notes and we did like for skits kind of like talk it out, figure it out. We like gave lines, but we were also like we don't have to be like said like word for word. We can kind of just go into it, and I think it worked out pretty well.
I think the most scripted thing that we did for that one is the ending segment.
Agorki was the only thing that was purely scripted.
Ah, okay.
Because
So
Agorki has to be scripted.
So here's the deal, right? And can I say this here? Is it fair to say this?
I'm assuming so.
Okay, cool. Gorky wouldn't have been in the episode if it wasn't for Cartoon Buffoon.
Yeah, no, I mean, I get that.
I'm not saying that like in like a negative way. I'm saying that in the way of like.
I think it's the opposite of negative.
I know. I'm just saying like it's the I didn't even to be honest with you, I didn't know if they'd watch the episodes, but it was there because like I know that like they like Ogorki, but also Ogorki. I feel like it'd be weird to not have Ogorki in the episode, but yet we have fucking Howard.
If I have to be honest, and I love Agorki, and I like that Tim Buffoon's taken such a liking to Agorki. Agorki was going to be a big part of the series no matter what when I decided to be funny to use him, but to me the two most important Spiny characters are Spiny and Dr. Howard. Like, to me they're just like, they're kind of the... You can't really to me you can't have the show without them. I think Agorki's important too, but...
For sure. It's just, it's just knowing that, like, that character resonated so much with, you know, Cartoon Buffoon and others. I just thought it'd be fun to have that tiny segment, and also, like, how much dedication we put into it. I know it sounds stupid, but, like, I was gonna just be a joke that, like, can I say this? Is it fair to say this for this one? We put the time in to actually, like, it's obvious what Ogorki is saying, I guess. Because it's something, like, super special, but, like, we actually kind of made sure this, like, I'm not gonna say how you do Ogorki, but, like, you know, I knew what you were saying. It was meant to be intentional that I didn't.
I need to finish the Drummers Don't Eat Pies comic I did. Because it is.
Oh, yeah.
At the end, Ogorki says something, and it's in Polish, but it's still pretty clear what he's saying.
The thing that's funny is that
we need to have Ogorki's mailbag where Ogorki just answers.
I actually thought about doing that. I was gonna like commission the same guy who did Spiny for those thumbnails and get him to do Agorki. So we have like a super nice Agorki drawn there, and then I was just gonna have it like no fucking subtitles, like it's just Agorki answering.
I think it should be people asking Ogorki for advice.
I still want to make an Ogorki food channel. I still want to make like a pickle channel with Ogorki to see how many foods like can actually be pickled.
Agorki food reviews.
Ogorki, how do you make your organic homemade pickles? Cue Google Translate Polish.
In reality, it's just saying that they're stealing pickles from another company.
He's been taking the pickle jars from out of the grocery store and switching the labels.
Toon Buffoon says, I actually appreciate that a lot. WTF, that's actually so flattering. Yeah, nobody has willingly took the role as president of a Gorky fan club. I wonder why. So I feel like I'm probably the only die-hard Gorky fan. I wish it wasn't the case. I think you're the only die-hard fan of any character on the show, honestly. I don't think that... I think, you know, the last call episodes, they do pretty consistent in numbers. I think that there's people who enjoy the characters and enjoy those episodes, but I don't think... normally when people comment, it's like a pretty, you know, I appreciate the comment, but it's a pretty broad comment, just saying that they enjoyed the video. Where you really do tell me what you like about them, and I appreciate that. It's helpful.
I don't know. That's up to Michael, but I don't think you have to apologize for art.
Art of a Gorky and Spunny. Wait. Oh, don't no. I mean, don't. Are you talking about the shipping art? Because I mean, I'm fine with that. I don't mind that at all. That doesn't bother me. Like I said, I probably won't make it canon, but it doesn't bother me at all that you did that. And if you want to do it again, go ahead and do it again. It's all right. I promise it's okay. It's also worth mentioning, even though obviously Spiny is heavily inspired by me, I'm not Spiny, so you know it is a little different than like drawing like doing anything with like Matt or Cassandra. You know, it's like because.
I'm gonna Google images Spiny Norman and see how far I have to scroll to get to Michael. And not Monty Python Spiny Norman.
I wonder if I'll even pop up on Google Images.
I know when you search Spiny Norman on YouTube, you are not one of the more popular results.
I don't know. I mean, when I type in Spiny Norman, it pops up pretty quickly.
It's not popping up as quick for me, but I did find go away news app that I never used. I did find something. I found this. It's a drawing.
I guess my wife isn't dead.
Spiny Norman.
One thing that I do like is if you type in...
I'm getting photos of real hedgehogs before I get you.
Ah, fuck, I'm gonna die here again. If I die here, this is it. Yeah, I don't want to do that again.
I mean, what I meant was, like, when I try to tag you and things, I do have to be sort of specific in finding you other Spiny Norman channels pop up first, but I just searched Spiny Norman, and your Where Did Spiny Norman Come From video was, like, the second or third result.
Yeah, that is what it is. The other one... what is it? Spiny, there was something else I was gonna say. Oh yeah, if you type in Spiny Norman on YouTube, like a bunch of options will pop up as like autofill, and Spiny Norman Sonic is one of them.
Oh my god, y'all! There's a Spiny Norman IPA. I'm gonna have to get this and make Michael drink it.
Yeah, all right. I don't mind IPAs, so I'd be okay with drinking that. I don't love them, but I can drink an IPA. I'm gonna get up and use the bathroom real quick, and then when I get back, I might actually switch back to editing because I'm very close to finishing that episode, so I might actually just try to finish it, minus the audio editing. I'll do that off the stream, but I want to like get the visual done. And I don't know, maybe Cold of the Lamb. I don't know how much longer I'm gonna go. I might go for a little bit though. But I'm gonna use the bathroom. I might be a minute or two. Keep them entertained, I suppose, you guys.
Oh, it's from Michigan. The Spiny Norman IPA is from Michigan.
Hey, look at that. Anyway.
Wait, what's from Michigan?
The Spiny Norman IPA Mitzi found. So I'll drink the Spiny Norman IPA if anyone can find them. Anyway,
hey,
I will...
I'll show you guys a picture.
Next time.
I'll be back. I'm gonna go to the bathroom. Might be a few minutes. Keep the crowd entertained. They're gonna be staring at an image of Sonic Triple Trouble on the menu. Anyway.
Oh, no.
Oh, be back.
Oh, the battery's gonna die before he gets back.
That would be great.
The other one didn't save good for some reason.
I gotta find that.
This has Fear the Hedgehog, Spiny Norman.
I'm close enough to there. I gotta find it.
From Right Brain Brewery. That's what it's called.
So now that he's gone, I can talk about Dogman.
Let's talk about Dogman.
I really appreciate the movie. It was good.
Yeah. Little Petey was so cute.
It's nothing I think is like stand out or like demands to be watched, but like kids will love it. I think it's great movie for kids.
It's all over the place, and I think that helps it. I think that's a good thing for it. ADHD friendly movie.
It really follows like it's very close to the books, and I like it.
I think I've only read the first one, and even that was like after I had sort of outgrown Captain Underpants, I was just sort of like looking back and like, I wonder what the series has been up to since I left off.
I'm trying to find somewhere where I can buy this beer online. Or I can buy this IPA. I'm gonna see if Right Brain Brewery has a website. I'm not gonna stop. This has become my mission now.
Alright, so we all go to Michigan, we all go to the brewery, and then we all just go back home. That's it.
I want to find out how long.
Chris, go to Michigan.
Mm-hmm.
It's in like the upper part of Michigan.
How many people know where I'm at? Oh no, they're racist there.
Like, it's in a town called. Hold on. What town is it in? It's not giving me the town name.
I think it's in Traverse City.
Yeah, Traverse City.
Just where we had our layover on our way to Philadelphia last year.
Mm.
By the way, can I tell you, as a person that, you know, was born in Michigan, thank you for saying the name fucking properly.
I think honestly it would be quicker to drive up the Upper Peninsula and take like a ferry there. Like that looks way faster.
It doesn't like I don't even know if this is something they're like currently brewing. Well, I don't know.
You know what you really need to do?
Looks, I don't know. I see a post of someone drinking it January of this year.
You know what we really need to do? We need to go to hell.
I tried to go to their website and it asked, are you 21 years of age or older? And the options are yes, no, maybe. Maybe.
What are you, a cop? That should be an option.
If you select maybe, it rickrolls you.
I think it's ridiculous that you have to be 21 to like browse the websites of these breweries.
And also you can just buy.
If I were running a brewery website, I would set it up so that if you clicked no, I am not 21, it would send you to like DisneyChannel.com.
Here we go.
They send you to Radio Disney's defunct website.
I remember in high school I wrote a parody of The Purge, and like at the very end, one of the characters is like, "Well, I'm gonna go on DisneyChannel.com without my parents' permission. See you guys later."
Back
Six-pack
when
bottle
radio-
of Tiny Norman.
Back when Radio Disney was a thing, I used to jam to that shit in secret. I do not know anybody else that like willingly listened to Radio Disney, but you know.
This item is not currently available. God damn it!
You want to hear my funny Radio Disney story?
What?
On 2 different occasions, the Radio Disney people, one of them I think they were just at my school. I think the Radio Disney people were just at my school. The other I was at like the museum, and the museum had the Radio Disney people there. And both times they were asking questions and handing out shirts for questions. And both times I got the question, what is the name of the turtle from Finding Nemo? So I won 2 different Radio Disney shirts for knowing the turtle from Finding Nemo was named Crush.
What was really funny is this has nothing to do. Michael might not want this on stream, but I'm gonna say it anyways. And I think I've said this story before, so it doesn't matter. I love at Disney World. That's the one in Florida, right? I love how they have like Zippity Doodah, but it's not like Zippity Doodah, right? For their TV channels. Like, it was like how they like announced the news, like Zippity Doodah, Zippity A, have a Disney-tastic day or something like that. And I remember being like, I don't know where that's from. Is that an original? My grandma went, well, it's from a movie. And I'm like, what kind of movie? And she went,
A movie?
well, it's a movie you can't watch a movie that like we're not watching, because I don't think she knew it wasn't like available. But I love how Disney like tried for a second to scrub that movie from existence like hard.
I mean, and it's weird that they were like, okay, this movie doesn't exist, we're not proud of this movie, but Zippity Doodah still exists. That's our song.
You know what I really love though? You know what I really love? You can you can correct me on this one, but I love how Splash Mountain got replaced by the Princess and the Frog ride.
Yeah.
Listen.
You know what I think is hilarious? I actually want to see if I can still find this and maybe get one. They had the Splash Mountain Pop Funkos.
Oh.
I'm like, that's just the song of the South Pop Funkos.
No, hear me out. I know that many people won't read into it. And I am not against Tiana's ride. But did y'all have to make it Splash Mountain?
I mean, she reclaimed it.
Yeah, I almost do see the thought process there of like, oh, we have this like positive representation of black people that happens to take place on a river.
I'm gonna tell you this right now.
Put that on Splash Mountain.
I'm gonna tell you this right now. That's not how it looked. It did not look positive. I ain't no black person I know is like, yeah, that was the right thing to do. Everyone's like, really? The reaction wasn't, oh, I see it. Yeah, it's positive. It's a, man, y'all trying to hide this, huh?
I mean, fair enough. I'm just talking from like the perspective of Disney.
No,
Yeah, I definitely see the thought process behind it.
No, I get it. It's just everyone kind of like, all right.
I think that's like the question though is like, what would you rather replace Splash Mountain with then?
That's the thing is like, I think that's the problem is it's not even about replacing it, right? The issue is the kind of replacement because it's like just another reason for Disney to hide it, right? Like it just acknowledge the shit, I guess is really what we're trying to get at.
Yeah, but it's like, it's also like, if you don't want the ride up anymore, right? It's like,
you still have the, like, you still have the structure, you know? It's like, you can either, like, keep it up forever and have it be this thing nobody likes, or you can actually do something with this structure rather than just kind of leaving it there.
I think, didn't people like Splash Mountain? I could have swore a lot of people like that ride.
I mean, the ride is fun, but, like, if nobody likes what it represents, it's like, what are you supposed to do with that?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I feel like, you know, it's just one of those things of I get where you guys are coming from, but a lot of people still are gonna be like, come on, guys.
I just mean it begs the question. It's like, well, what do you do with it then? It's like, yeah, it happened, but it's like, okay, now what are we gonna do with this shit?
I guess that's kind of the question with Disney in general of, like, what will they do with it? Because, like, they keep... I guess the issue is that, like, here's the biggest issue I have with it is even then, right, one of the bigger issues with replacing it is it gives the racists excuse to be mean to the Tiana ride. Because, like, that's something that I kept seeing come up to, and I'm like, alright, okay.
Alright, I'm back.
We're talking about Song of the South.
Great.
Yeah, the ride still functions the same.
Either way, my point is, like, I feel like at the end of the day, right, I'm not opposed to Tiana's ride. I think it's cute. But all I know is that, like, it's like I see where you're coming from, but it just still doesn't look right. It's just like, for a lot of people, it's like, oh, okay.
That's a fair position to have.
At that point, there's nothing you can do, right?
Oh, there isn't.
So you
It's
might
like,
what you want to do.
that's the thing is there's not the thing that's a problem is, like, I guess the issue, right, is that if here's the thing, I guess if Disney just acknowledged and said, like, yeah, no, we don't agree with this anymore, fine, but I think it's a deeper issue. I think it's just the fact that Disney is hardcore hiding it and is, like, constantly playing that game of, like, hey, we're cool, right? You know, like, you know, because Disney does that shit
Why
constantly.
the fuck are you showing that? As if that is even slightly hinted at what I would have wanted you to do.
Had you end the stream?
No.
Oh, we can end it.
I wasn't planning on it.
Oh, no, we can end it. No call to the lamb today.
Oh shit! I just left my
What is it?
bracelet.
I'm joking, by the way.
On it in the,
I know, I'm just...
what?
The fucking hell?
I think it's like, I guess the best way to put it is it's like if they replaced Captain EO with another controversial celebrity and said, hey, there you go.
Would you show it the way it's supposed to be? God damn.
Oh, we're back to working on this?
Yeah. I think that would be best right now.
By the way, they found Spiny Norman beer, or IPA, but it's not available.
It's not available. Well, shit. We're gonna move...
That just means you can make your own now.
They're not available forever, or...
I don't know. It just says this item is not available on their website.
Mm-hmm.
But they still have it on their website, so...
Oh, come on. I didn't want the fucking mailbox. That should have been obvious. I clicked on Walt. God damn you. God fucking damn you.
When was the last time you guys have gone to, or if you have you ever been to Disneyland or World?
The last time I went
I never went.
was when my sister had, like, a softball camp in Florida, and while we were staying at Florida, we were like, we might as well go to Disney too. We might as well do that. So, I don't remember exactly when that was. I think that was around like 2015, 2016.
Ah, okay.
I went my senior year of high school, so 2014.
So, Epic Universe is happening. It's not Disney, but I need to go. Because there's Nintendo Land.
I really want to go to Nintendo Land. We need to all make a pact to go to Nintendo Land together.
Yeah. Like, if we can do it, hell yeah.
Why are we planning that trip right now?
I don't know. I think that might have to be a next year thing as a group. Unless I can drag Michael out.
I don't know. I've got a lot of shit going on this year. So it's a little hard for me right now.
Because you don't understand. For me, it's easy. Because this is the 40th year of Mario. So you could just say, hey, let's go, and I'm in. But I gotta find a way to. No offense, Michael, if you don't want to go or if you can't go, I'll still go. We'll still go. Hell, if you guys don't mind, we'll take Milo too.
I'd like to go, but if like all four of you are able to go, and then I'm the only one who can't, then I wouldn't say, oh no, so you guys can't go then. No, like, obviously it's okay to go without me if I can't make it.
Let's be honest, theme parks in general, if you say, hey, like, you want to go and you give me enough of a heads up, I'm fucking down.
So. I'm just saying we absolutely should plan for this. Like, I think we should all sit down, have ourselves a good chat, and be like, okay, how are we gonna make this happen? Regardless if it's this or next year.
Chris, it may be the 40th anniversary of Mario, but more importantly, it's the 25th anniversary of Waluigi.
It's also the 25th anniversary of The Sims. Just thought you guys might want to know that.
That's beautiful. What are you trying?
I'm fucking mad. I think Disney's kind of taking the wrong approach. I think what they do if their disclaimers on Disney Plus is the appropriate approach to that stuff. Acknowledge it's a product of its time. It's not okay now and wasn't even okay back then. But it's the weird thing with them is I've seen them do that and then still censor the movie, and it's like, okay, well, you're just being dishonest now. They did that. They had that disclaimer on Fantasia, but then they still edited like a lot of stuff out of it. And it's like, I mean, at that point, just edit stuff out of it. Don't put the disclaimer on there if you're already, like, I don't know. It's just weird to me.
Okay.
It feels like they're trying to get the best of both worlds in there. And it's like, no, just admit you fucked up or cut it out.
Maybe this is better reserved for another time, but here's my Song of the South hot take. I get for a while going like, oh, they should just release it. But like at this point, it's out on the internet.
Yeah.
In high definition for free.
That's true.
If people want to go see it, they can go find it. I don't think Disney needs to release it.
I don't really.
They're just letting it be out there for free.
I think it's the least of their concerns right now.
Yeah.
Sure.
Okay, hold on. Can I say that instead? Instead of releasing that, release Runaway Brain.
Yeah.
Oh,
why
yeah.
not? That'd be fun.
Release Timo Supremo. What the fuck? Why can I not watch Timo Supremo?
Cause like I get like them saying like I get where you're coming from, and I get that like my issue with it is like I don't think anyone cares enough about the movie really. And if you do care enough about it, you're not gonna watch it legally. So, I mean, there is a coveted Laserdisc though.
Anybody who cares about it doesn't care about it because they actually enjoy it. They care about it because
you know, it's media preservation and shit like that.
The fuck is
Yes,
behind
okay,
me?
Yep. The Buzz Lightyear cartoon. See that needs to be on Disney Plus too. Yeah, the Buzz Lightyear cartoon, and that's also why I can't like the Lightyear movie, because I wanted it to just be the cartoon.
I wanted it to be a movie of the cartoon.
Right?
It's also just a boring fucking movie
Michael.
that tries to be like fucking
Michael, listen.
Interstellar
Michael,
for
you're
some
right.
reason.
You need to stop. You're right, but you need to stop.
Why the fuck is... Fuck you, OBS. What the fuck is your deal?
I think the Lightyear movie is one of those ones where Disney was like overly ambitious because they're like, this is the movie that Andy watched. I'm like, absolute bullshit.
Yeah,
If
no,
I
that was
watched this
so
as a kid, I
stupid.
wouldn't want the toy. What
That was-
would I like about this?
Not a good kids movie.
Also, can I bring up another issue that I have with that talking point of like, I don't even know if Disney openly said it, but like they said, oh, this is the movie he watched.
They didn't just openly said it, they opened the movie saying it.
Okay, so can I ask you a question? Why
Uh,
not make it look like it's a 90s movie or 80s
Yeah, have fun
movie?
with the aesthetic. Do something interesting with
Because
it.
there's no way in fuck Lightyear looked like that.
That was such a boring movie. They really could have had fun with it. They could have really had fun with it. Disney had any balls, they would have had Buzz Lightyear cartoon
already
on
said
Disney
that.
Plus. Okay, the Buzz Lightyear cartoon started as a movie too. Lightyear the movie is legitimate. Is a legit like button. 5 Pixar movies ever. I'm sorry if I'm reading this wrong. I'm just tired right now. I'm so thankful
No,
Mario
for sure.
obliterated the
Either
box
way,
office.
I think that if they, made an aesthetic...
Did Mario
right-
and Lightyear come out the same year? Or am I just misunderstanding that?
I think so.
That's interesting.
Well, that's funny that a video game destroyed Disney twice, though. But, either way,
Fucking keep fucking
I
this up.
think the thing is that, like, Lightyear, the movie itself, right, should have looked like it was from the time that Andy would have seen it. And I think it should have been a movie like the time Andy would have seen it. I think it would have been really cool to see an 80s/90s,
Yeah.
I think it'd be 90s. I think it'd be more of 90s, is that fair to say? Action movie based around Buzz Lightyear, with the 90s cheese. And then what they could have done is they could have made a fucking Woody's Roundup movie. Like
an
fucking-
old
come on
Western?
now. Yes. My doctor says I don't have autism, but I swear to God if I do, I wouldn't be surprised.
How many times do you think Disney has to get beat out by a video game to acknowledge Kingdom Hearts and make it a movie?
Give me the TV show. I need that to be an actual thing. Like, just release the TV show, because I need it to be a thing to be like.
And the director of 8 Crazy Nights should be in charge of it.
Yeah,
Yes.
No, that's why I'm saying it. Like, I need that to be a thing in my life. And I'm saying this as like a hardcore Kingdom Hearts fan.
Like, I think it would be so funny for Disney to see how well these video game movies are doing and be like, oh, we got video games too, guys! We got video games too! Watch our movie, we got video games!
Yeah, no, Cartoon Buffoon's right.
They do a live-action Kingdom Hearts movie, and it's them going to all the live-action Disney remakes.
That's the worst way they could do it, which is probably what they would do.
No, you know what's terrifying is that, like, I want them to.
Matt,
I
I'm sorry, Cass. I'll let you finish after this. If they did that, Matt, that might be the one Hall of Victories I say no to.
no, okay. So
I
hear me
might
out,
actually be unwilling to do that.
Hear me out. I feel like they're gonna do it, and you know what's gonna be worse about Kingdom Hearts is they're going to like. No, listen. Hear me out. Kingdom Hearts 5 has not been done yet, meaning that they're probably fighting with Disney because that's what the fuck happened with 3, right? Disney interfered with 3, and I have a fear that they're going to like put the live action movies in, right? to at least one world, and they're not going to acknowledge it. What they're going to do, what they're going to do is they're going to be like, "Hi, Sora," and they're going to just act like fucking nothing happened.
I can't stand the idea of them doing a celebration of all the live action movies. That just sounds like the most infuriating thing ever to me.
Well, no, what the most infuriating thing is the fact that, like, Kingdom Hearts is clearly a popular series, and Disney's like, no. Hey, you know what you'll get? We'll put his Keyblade in Chip and Dale.
It was in there, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm. So was Jimmy Neutron's hair, I think.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah. Tom Holland as Sora.
I remember when we were doing the Oscars the other night. I think this might have even been before we even started recording, but like Timothy, how do you say his last name again? Chalamet. I just started joking with Zach, like, okay, because Zach was talking about how he's just not impressed with him as an actor, which I'm not super opinionated on him as an actor, honestly. But I was just like, all right, he needs to play Link in the new live action Zelda movie. He needs just to like keep that straight face the entire film. He might actually be a worse pick than Tom Holland for a Zelda movie.
Tom Holland is Zelda? Is that what you're saying?
No, okay, I guess I said that.
No, you didn't. You didn't. I'm just being an asshole.
All right.
Well, no, hold on. You know what's funny though? Hold on, listen. You know damn well that'd be the article. Like, if anybody plays, like, because that's how reactionary we are in the modern day. I bet you $20, whoever's announced as the actor, they'll be like, "This dude plays Zelda." Because, like, we're still in that time where people don't know Link's name is Link, apparently.
Mm-hmm.
Tom Holland is Sheik. Anyway.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, that makes sense.
Tom Holland of Ganon.
Mitzi, you've played Tears of the Kingdom, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You've seen Ganon, right? You know what he looks like?
Yeah.
Okay. Imagine that body, but Tom Holland's face.
He's just too much of a twink.
Jack Black is Tinkle.
Okay, well that
would kind of work though.
I can see him doing that.
You know, I wouldn't be surprised if Jack Black is somewhere in the Zelda movie though.
Oh, who's that fucking guy? The shopkeeper guy in the CD.
Morshu?
Yeah.
Morshu.
Yeah, him. You want it?
Oops. Alms.
Yeah, you want it? I'm Steve. You know what's really sad is that, like, it's not really that sad. It's interesting. Obviously, I'm gonna go see the Minecraft movie.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's your duty.
Yeah, and not only that, it's just my kid wants to see it. It's been an emotional roller coaster for Milo on that movie. Cause like I think it's one of the first times where he has to come to grips with like the idea that a video game doesn't look like its concept, right? Because he didn't see the original Mario movie yet. So it's interesting to see him kind of go back and forth on if he likes the movie or not. And I'm kind of like, it's okay if you don't like it. And he's like, it's cool. Like with a child's questioning a little bit.
Milo is developing as a person, experiencing things. We love it.
He's just straight up Jack Black. Jack Black comes up and is like, you need to pull out the Master Sword. Who are you? I'm Jack Black. Ooh. Just jumped out the window.
Every single video game movie.
Jack Black is Ganondorf.
He has to like say, I am Ganondorf. I am the king of Katamari.
Yep. No, hold on. Jack Black being the king of the cosmos would be hilarious, though. Can I ask a spoilery question?
Okay.
that's kind of depressing if I don't get the answer that I'm hoping for.
Go for it.
Are the birds immune to ricin? Can you lie to me for this one episode?
The birds are gonna be A-okay.
All right.
All birds are immune to ricin, don't you?
No, I will not forget that Jack Black was in the terrible Borderlands movie. I think. Okay.
Was he?
Yes. No, okay. So here's the weird.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. Yeah, no, he was Claptrap. Here's the deal. Whenever somebody... I love talking about video game movies because I remember people being like, oh, the Mario movie wasn't, like, enough. It's okay. And I'm sitting there like, no, this is the great... This is how, like, this and Sonic is kind of the best we're gonna get for a minute, and we should start making templates around it, because you will always forget that every Mario and Sonic, there'll be 30 fucking, like, Borderlands and, you know... Resident Evils. Like, we have a less, like, there is a significantly, and Matt can fight me on this one. I don't know if he agrees or not, but there are significantly more bad video game movies than there will ever be good ones for a while.
I think so many people are just like blissfully ignorant to the world of bad video game movies.
I think the other problem is like
if more people knew just how bad it can get, they would appreciate what we've gotten with like Sonic and Mario and all that so far.
And don't get me wrong, I definitely think that Sonic could be better, but like I would rather have more Sonics than I have had like any other shits. So
The trailer I saw for the Minecraft movie in the theaters, it's like, that doesn't seem as bad as what I saw the first go around. Maybe it might be okay.
I think I'm gonna skip that one, but I hope people enjoy it.
Minecraft?
Yeah.
Okay. You know, I think the thing is that like even if I didn't have a kid, I'd probably see the movie only because, like...
It's your duty.
Yeah, I just like games that much.
No, that's fair. I mean, that's fair, and I understand a curiosity watch. I understand just, like, hoping everyone's going to be wrong and it's actually going to be great. I understand all of that. For me, like, I
didn't say I hope it's going to be good. I do not have that level of denial.
For me, it's... Okay, but I mean, for me, it's mainly just, I would probably only watch it if I was like, if Matt picks it for Hall of Victories, I'll say yes to that. I mean, I'm honest to God, even if they make that Kingdom Hearts thing, I'm really joking when I say I'm gonna say no. I'm just kind of, it's not gonna go over well, but I would do it. But like, yeah, like, I would also watch it if I was like in town with one of you guys, and then you're like, "Oh, let's go see the Minecraft movie." I wouldn't fight you guys. I'd be like, "All right, let's go see it. Why not?"
Michael, real talk. I would think I'd rather die than take you to a Kingdom Hearts movie.
Kingdom Hearts movie might be different because I don't think I'd want to support that in theaters. But the Minecraft movie, if I'm in town with one of you guys and it comes out, and you guys wanted to see it, I would not protest seeing it, but I'm not gonna go see it on my own time.
I think that's the thing that's great about it, is that you won't be in town for the Minecraft, to my knowledge, unless you're just coming by unannounced, which is fine. All of you are available.
I mean, the one who would
that I'm talking to are loud.
The one that would be most likely would be Stuart, because we saw the Five Nights movie, and Stuart's not that far away from me, but it's not necessarily.
I also don't think Stuart would take you to the movie.
I don't know. Like I said, we saw Five Nights together.
Yeah, but I think but Five Nights actually like means something to Stuart.
I don't know. I don't know. I mean, Minecraft probably means something to him too. We played it a lot. But
No, but, I mean,
bottom line is that's the only way I'm watching it. I'm not gonna. I would not be the friend pitching it, but I just wouldn't argue. I would go.
Michael, I'm gonna say this right now. You can't avoid it. We are seeing Sonic 4 when it comes out.
I would
day
love
one.
to.
I don't care how the fuck. No,
I mean, I did see it. I did see it day 3, day 1. Oh my god, there's a lot here. Fucking Shenron was in the horrible Chippendale movie. I didn't like that Chippendale movie very much, but it's better than stuff. I kind of categorize it in the same category as like Space Jam 2 when Ralph Breaks the Internet, where it's like, look at how much shit we own. But the thing that was kind of cool about Chippendale is it wasn't just shit they owned. I thought the bootleg Simpsons scene was kind of funny. Fucking Randy Marsh appearing in the movie really threw me off guard. Wasn't expecting that. Ugly Sonic, I thought was a funny idea, and I think they utilized it just enough. I didn't think it was overdone. I didn't think it was underdone. But I honest to God, my biggest problem with that is just the fucking cell shaded for 2D. Like, they were not... Not only do I not think we're far enough along to where you can really get away with doing that, but I also think there are people doing it way better than that. Like fucking A Fox in Space is a great animated series that does use 3D models, but then they illustrate over every single frame. So it does kind of have the cel-shaded look, but you are looking at 2D animation as well, and it works a lot nicer. Where with what Chip and Dale did, that was just... I thought the fucking fake 2D animation in that looked ugly. And the shameful thing is that there's one scene where they actually do animate them in 2D, and it looks great. And it's like the one part of the movie that looks great because of that.
No, it's just showcasing that they're being lazy.
Yeah, they didn't want to... They 100%. Jack Black. Okay, this is stuff that has been addressed. A lot of this.
I feel like, if I can be honest with you, the Chippendale movie is one of those movies that's like, yeah, Disney, you can't make this movie.
I'm gonna watch the Minecraft movie illegally with friends in a Discord call. Yeah, that sounds like the right way to go about it, honestly. Sorry, go ahead.
No, I just feel like I just don't think Disney's the person to make that movie.
Which movie again?
Chippendale. It felt like it's one of those like.
Yeah.
You're as soft as possible on this topic, aren't you?
Well, they went soft in some areas, but then also like insensitive in others, where it was like, what the fuck were you thinking when you did this? Like, what they do with Peter Pan's fucking weird. They made like the Peter Pan in that movie, like they made like his situation very similar to the fucking voice actor situation. And it's hard to tell if it was intentional or not, because one, it's so similar and the joke kind of makes sense, but that's not acceptable when you guys are the ones who made that movie, when you're the ones who made that kid a star.
Right?
Yeah.
Is that what I'm saying? Like, Disney, you cannot make this movie.
Right.
You cannot make this movie.
We also saw a trailer when we went to see Dogman. We saw a trailer for a Smurfs movie that is literally the same as the Smurfs movie that, like the first one. It's they go to the real world and they do real world activity.
It's the exact fucking plot from the old Smurfs movie. They go to the real world.
What's the villain from those movies called again?
Gargamel.
So we have Jack Black saying, "I am Gargamel."
No, hold on. Let me explain something. It is not the Smurfs movie. It is Smurfs 1 and 2 all over again. The 1 or 3, whatever. It's the one where they went to France. They fused both movies. They went, hey, remember how we made Smurfs? Let's just put both movies into one again. Did people like those? No, but we're gonna fucking do it. Hey, what about those other Smurf movies that people liked? Fuck them.
I actually really liked Smurfs The Lost Village, I think is what it's called, because
that's what I was talking about.
I like that one because it's about Smurfette coming to terms with the fact that she is the girl.
Like, she's like gripping with like the trope of being the girl. That is literally her existence.
You know what's really...
think that's actually an interesting way to go with the character.
You want to know something that's really great? Is that I think Smurfs can definitely die now, because if you want a really good Smurfs movie, just watch Trolls.
Yes. I mean,
what about the magical flute? Smurfs and the magical flute. That's one you could cover for TV show movies, Michael.
I'm sure.
I've never seen it.
I watched that one
It would definitely not be on the top of the priorities.
It's just like the thing that's funny is like every Smurf movie has had some kind of caveat to it, and everybody that I know that says that they're a Smurf fan, they're always like, it's all right, but when Trolls came out, they're like, yeah, this is what we wanted for the movies.
Yeah.
Isn't that supposed to be my footsteps? Or is that just... No, that's not my footsteps. That's something different.
I mean, I think Smurfs are trying to be trolls in the trailer that I saw. Like, I'm like, feels a little bit like you're trying to be them.
Kind of the problem, right? Like, and don't get me wrong, I love Trolls. It's just because those movies are, pretty good. But pretty good is an understatement, by the way. But
for me.
I just feel like Trolls is a great great example of what Smurfs should have or could have been.
I never gave Smurfs a chance in any form because it did not look like something I would enjoy.
I've always ended up watching the movies by accident,
Including the Magic Flute. I watched the Magic Flute.
by accident, and I didn't even realize it was a Smurfs movie at first.
I was like, who are these people? What's going on? And then I was like, oh, the Smurfs are here?
Okay, cool.
I don't understand why the Chip and Dale movie had to revive an ancient Disney afternoon show about it. If they wanted to bring back an old cartoon, just do what DuckTales did. Honestly, yeah, it feels like the property that they represented didn't matter. They just wanted to make a detective movie using old Disney characters, and like they could throw in a lot of cameos and references to shit. I could honestly believe that they had the idea of using Ugly Sonic before they planned on using Chip and Dale. I'm not joking when I say that. Like that because it has so little to do with the show that that they supposedly care about, that it really felt like the premise was there before the show that they were adapting was there. And I would not count Chip and Dale as a TV show movie, I'll say that much. Not that I think anyone was expecting me to. That one does not... The Rescue Rangers, that does not count as the Rescue Rangers movie. For TV show movies. I will not cover that one. That is bullshit.
Yeah. Fair. I think,
Go ahead. Sorry. Oh, sorry.
Okay. All right. Yeah, sure. I'll take that. But, I lost what I was gonna say. Oh, I was gonna ask you guys a question really quickly, and then I'm gonna have to dip because I gotta do work on my own shit because my partner is working very hard, so I need to work hard too instead of just not. But what is your old what is an old cartoon? And I mean it hasn't aired. Like it's available on Boomerang, right? Like that kind of old. What is your favorite old cartoon that you either just continued watching? And I think you can give me 2 or 3.
How far back am I allowed to go? Are you asking for a Boomerang show, or are you just saying old cartoon?
It has to be available, it has to be allowed to be on Boomerang.
So, okay.
I mean, I remember they showed some of the 90s cartoons on Boomerang. I remember
Pokemon made it on there eventually.
I know, that's what I'm saying. That's loud.
Dexter's Lab, Johnny Bravo,
Those are
Cow and
allowed.
Chicken.
Those are allowed.
I'll be right back. I gotta feed my cat.
Of the 90s shows, those would be my big 3: Dexter's Lab, Johnny Bravo, and Cow and Chicken.
I haven't really revisited many of those. I remember liking them, and I have fond memories of them, but...
Oh, you need to revisit them. Just ones that you resonate with. Ones that you're like, hell yeah, that was the shit.
As for really old ones, I really liked Hong Kong Phooey. Thought Hong Kong Phooey was funny.
God, I watched a lot of Boomerang. I'm trying to think if there was something that came on specific that I really liked, or... You know what I did really like, and looking back at it, I'm not even sure why I liked it that much, because it's almost kind of made fun of for how cheap it is. But I really liked Rocky and Bullwinkle when I was a kid. That one was on Boomerang, right?
Oh, no, they had a good sense of humor, though.
Maybe it was actually pretty good. I just remember I would look at that show, and I looked back, and I'm like, oh my god, this is one of the cheapest looking shows ever made. But it's I like their designs though. I like the way that I've always liked their designs.
What show are you talking about?
Rocky and Bullwinkle.
Oh, I loved that show.
So that'd probably be my answer for like a Boomerang show that resonated with me. And I think it came down to the reason a lot of things come down with me. I liked the character design. I think that's why Sonic resonated with me so much. I think that's why Rocky and Bullwinkle resonated with me. I really liked the designs.
You know who else I liked? Secret Squirrel.
I was about to say, I have mentioned before that Secret Squirrel was an important part of my childhood and that I would stay up to watch it late on Boomerang.
Oh, they did play a lot of Tom and Jerry on Boomerang. That'd have to be my answer then. I watched a shitload of Tom and Jerry.
I mean, Tom and Jerry's just a classic.
Yeah.
Okay, so I got like...
If we're counting Tom and Jerry, I could say like the Looney Tunes. I love the Looney Tunes.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think, so here's the deal, is that, like, the reason why, like, I don't normally get to talk about these, but, I loved the Flintstones.
I enjoyed the Flintstones. It's one of those where I like it kind of makes sense that I would like it because it's kind of like where Family Guy, like Simpsons is prototype Family Guy, like Flintstones was kind of like a prototype Simpsons. They're not. I'd argue that like Family Guy didn't really rip off the Simpsons and Simpsons didn't really rip off the Flintstones. They're all different enough. They're all doing their own thing. But I mean, there is like the idea of doing like an animated family sitcom, and it's, you know, the dad is kind of an angrier character, although I would say
I mean, there was the Jetsons, too.
Jetsons I didn't watch as much.
The Jetsons kind of are like... the only reason why they're separate is because they're meant to be in the future.
Yeah.
Air quote. So, like, I think that's the... And with that being said, you could be like, oh, fuck you, because, like, the Flintstones is in the past, and so, like, either way, I'm invalid. But, like... I don't know. I feel like people would argue more closer to Fred than.
Oh yeah, definitely. I think George Jetson is far removed from like the angry dad stereotype.
The Flintstones was like a parody of a show called The Honeymooners, I think.
Yeah.
That's funny how many layers it goes back. Because it's like, yeah, almost everything's a parody or a reference to something else.
So hear me out, and
I mean, even like Family Guy, like the theme song to Family Guy is a parody of like another show's theme song.
The
So
what show is? I know what show you're talking about. Go ahead.
It's like Archie Bunker's Place.
Yeah. It's All in the Family. Is that what it was called?
All in the Family, yes. But here's the deal. One of the old cartoons I really like, and I don't even know how the fuck I came across it, is Beanie and Cecil. I don't think anyone knows what the fuck that is, but I really like Beanie and Cecil, and Popeye, for sure.
Right. I'm an outsider here. My child self played the old As Dirt video games rather than watches the old As Dirt cartoons. I learned more about Flintstones in my media college course. That was really neat. Yeah, that's cool. That's cool. I learned a lot about like some older movies and college courses, and sometimes it is. I think it's more. I thought it was more interesting learning about Citizen Kane than it was actually watching Citizen Kane. If I'm being honest.
You found my only obscure cartoon blind spot.
Beanie and Cecil?
Beanie and Cecil, you found my blind spot. I looked it up.
We need to watch Beanie and Cecil.
I was like, maybe it'll ring a bell when I look it up.
Recorded TV dinners on it together. By the way, we're gonna.
I don't know if I'm ever gonna get that oomph to record it on my own. But
I like the weird like crossover ones they did. Like Scooby's Laugh Olympics.
Yeah.
Was Beanie and Cecil the one where it had Dick Dastardly-esque character? Had a Dick Dastardly-esque character, and there was a dinosaur?
Yes. I think also to talk to Bluster, I really am one of those people that played a lot more video games than I've watched TV. TV was my escape, right? Like, video games were, like, something I enjoyed more, but, like, video games were... TV was old TV, or TV in general, was always just... It's like the same reason why I watch movies today, right? It's a nice little... Like, I don't have to do shit, except for maybe think a little bit. So, like... Old TV's nice, because like I love video games. These guys can like literally tell you that I'm obsessed with them, but like old TV is always nice, and it's always nice. The thing I also loved about old TV is I got to talk to my great grandpa about it. You know, how he used to watch cartoons and shit. So, you know, it was always cool for him to, you know, when I had Boomerang, he used to sit down with me and watch them with me. And it was really cool. You know. If I can share a quick story that has nothing to do with cartoons. My old guy that played as Luigi for my show, we were supposed to film a scene for our stupid Smash Bros. Show that we did. And it was just meant to be Mario and Luigi. And my grandpa loved Westerns, and so did Alec. And we spent hours upon hours watching Westerns. I didn't give a shit. But it was great that him and my grandpa were talking about it. He was spitting fun facts. Grandpa was telling where he was when he saw these for the first time. And I'm sitting there like, that's really cool. Too bad I don't give a shit. But it was a really cool memory to have two people that I really cared about. You know, TV helps do that. You know, and so does video games, mind you. But, you know, that's the thing I like about old TV, is it connects with people.
Help me out here, guys. I'm trying to think of like a video game pick up or item sound effect I can throw in. I used Thousand Year Door in episode 1. I used Animal Crossing in episode 2.
Do the Stardew Valley one.
Okay, yeah, that's not a bad idea. Stardew Valley effects. Stardew. Finding these are really tedious because it'll be like a 20-minute video of like different sound effects.
Tell me about it.
Stardew Valley sound effects are so satisfying to me.
Oh man, there's not even like a good upload of this.
I mean, you could also just record it
collect
yourself.
item sound effect?
Yeah, the game and you record it directly.
Oh, wait, I think that is a sound effect from... What?
What?
What the fuck is that?
Again, you could just open up the game and record it directly.
No, the Hanna-Barbera...
It's gonna be playing shit I don't want it to play.
I appreciate you bringing up the Hanna-Barbera Pac-Man. I don't hear many people bring that up.
If I do that, Mitzi, it'll have like the background music in it, and I don't. That's not gonna work.
I
You can
guess.
turn the music off.
Can I? Maybe
Yeah,
that.
you can
Yeah.
do that, I think.
Oh, yeah, I can look at that then. Granted, I'll need everybody to be quiet for a second, but that I'll give everybody the heads up when that's coming. I don't even have Stardew installed. It probably won't take long to install.
Are you counting the Ghostly Adventures as the worst Pac-Man show? Is that where we're going at? Because you're not wrong.
Oh man, I watched one episode of that and I thought it was fucking awful.
That show has had a journey. That show has been passed around like a hot potato. Nobody wanted that show.
Listen, I went on a journey for that show.
My nice little break.
There's a thing where I think one of my longest videos that I've been working on is playing through the Wii U Pac-Man game. And it's an adventure because the game is a pain to go through. It's not even hard. It's just, it's so fucking boring. It's taken me almost like 2 years to get through that game. And I don't think I'm going to get to that game this year either. I think it's going to take me 3 years to get through fucking Pac-Man. I mean, mind you, it'll be out before Sonic Chronicles. But, you know.
This is kind of off topic, so I apologize. Just wanted to acknowledge a comment that was made probably a few minutes ago. Bug Fables is a fun game. I like that game. Just wanted to say that. There we go. Because Bluster mentioned Bug Fables, and like, hell yeah. Ghostly Adventures. Just that, like, they were playing it as like a break, I guess, doing the post game. I never did the post game because I didn't beat it. I really liked it, but we actually streamed it on an old channel years ago, and I streamed almost the entire thing, made it to the last chapter, stopped, or picked it back up. And if I pick it up now, it's like, okay, well, I got to start over. I don't remember anything. But I remember really enjoying Bug Fables. It was very fun. It's kind of, I mean, it's very similar to Paper Mario, classic Paper Mario, and that's very much the point, the intention. But yeah, I thought it was really neat.
I wanted to see the art.
Let me see.
What art?
Oh. Olivia's the new episode I'm doing.
Oh yeah,
I
that.
always want to see Olivia's art. I always want to see Olivia. I think we should get more
Okay.
Olivia on this channel.
Oh man, I wonder if I can find
You know, I wish, honestly.
Backed by popular demand, it's Olivia.
To be honest with you, 90% of the time she's asleep, so.
Yeah, it seems like the stream is acting up right now. I don't know how long that's gonna last. It's kind of been on and off tonight.
Mm-hmm.
To be fair here, I am gonna dip out at this point because I got stuff I need to do and I've been putting it off.
I think I need to dip too, just because most of the editing I have left I actually have to listen to the sound for, so it's like, alright, let's finish this and I can release it tomorrow morning. So that'll be something to look forward to. There'll be a new
I guess we all got a dipping sauce.
stupid H&M. Guys, I think your mic sensitivity is too high. No, I think it's just bad internet.
Yeah. With that being said, have a good night, guys.
Good night.
Sorry that the end of the stream fucked. Oh, it says excellent connection, so I can at least end on a good note. Yeah, no,
Good night, guys.
but good night to everybody. Thank you, Bluster and Toon Buffoon. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with the stream right now, but it's time to wrap it up anyway. We've been going for almost 4 hours, but thank you so much for tuning in, and yeah, we'll do another one soon. I want to start streaming a little bit more frequently, not like a ton, but I mean more than I sometimes go like a whole week without doing it. I'd like to hop on more than that. The stuff that we can work on, because I want to do like work streams too, kind of like tonight, like But anyway, I'm gonna finish this fucking video and get to bed then.